Welcome back to the oh my gosh, I messed everything up. None of us have faces. I am horrible. There we go. Welcome back to the Red Wagon. We were trying to change things over, and it's entirely my fault. I apologize, everyone.
I mean,
Look
it's
how confused
probably,
I look.
it's probably
Like,
definitely
what the
my
hell's
fault.
going on?
A solid 2 seconds without these beautiful things. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, just awful. The worst, really, truly. Welcome back to no, I don't want to take Welcome back to another episode.
Take one
of
off
the Red
each
Wagon.
one of us will be fine. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, no problem. So I could take 3 off for you, and then you'd be all right.
Yeah. I'll probably get 3 back by the time we finished anyway.
In the first 5 minutes, no worries. Possibly in the recap. Who cares? Fantastic. We are good to go. Thank you, everybody, for your patience, and thank you for not yelling at me and not giving me a GFY here and now. So much appreciated. We have an awesome show tonight. We left on quite the cliffhanger last time, which I'm definitely not delaying and trying not to get us started immediately into, but we'll pause on that for just a moment. I want to show off a few different things tonight. We've got 2 amazing giveaways coming. The first giveaway that we're going to do is from the company Paradigm Lost, which I'm showing a picture of now. They sent a bunch of resin goodies, most of which are these little life counters. You can see the ones that look like gears there. They're actually magnetic, so you can take them off and put them on. The kind of front screen there, you can see they've all got numbers on them. So you can customize them to fit kind of like whatever character you want and have your life counters there with all sorts of different colors, which is pretty cool. So we're going to have 2 winners of that giveaway for the first half of tonight. So I'm going to kind of split this thing in half and give you just a bunch of different things for the 2 winners. One that we'll give away pretty early on and one that we'll give away right before or after the break. But then after the Paradigm Lost stuff, which, by the way, thank you for sending us stuff so that we can give it away to you lovely people. We also have this set here, which I'm calling my Jungle Artifact set, which is the set that I painted and reviewed of the Endless Metal Dice Kickstarter from Kakapopo TCG. What a name. The Kickstarter is super cool, and because the Kickstarter won't be fulfilled for a while, if you win this, you will be one of the few people on Earth who have the Kickstarter dice before they actually are in production. So that's kind of cool, which I think is pretty neat. And I painted these, so these are not the normal ones. These are ones that I painted up, so you can feel free to paint right over them if you want to. However, those are the 2 giveaways that we're doing tonight, so thank you to Kakapopo TCG and Paradigm Lost for helping us out and giving us some giveaways stuff, so it's not all just what we give. We have more stuff coming from other people, and we have some more stuff like that planned in the future. Let's also show what some of the cool pieces of art that we did this week and what we got from other people are. One of which needs to be shown, which Alex is currently wearing that piece of art, which is his head swirls. If you haven't seen it from last time, the Adventurers Guild has a specific A, which is the one that he has cursived onto his head there in red and is wearing now, which looks super duper cool. That means he is officially in the Adventurers Guild in Asterion since he got it painted on his head instead of as the pin. We'd have to shave your head to get it off. Alex is squirrely. Good luck pinning him down. You know, it's just not going to happen. We also have a few other awesome pieces of art, one of which is a screenshot from Drew and Jakey Boy, where he was doing some art where Tehm took some wine and poured it all over his head. Was that Tehm or Robert?
Oh, that's Tehm.
Okay, good.
That's Wine Team for sure.
Man, it's good. It's kind of like one of those high school graduation, like, show pictures of the person before, you know, they leave us forever kind of situations. Speaking of which,
for sure.
we have more pieces of art of Tehm pouring some wine and drinking some wine from Babotelgay, who always makes amazing stuff. So I thought that one was really cool. This one might even get turned into an emoji in the Red Wagon Inn Discord. So.
It already is.
Then there's a good chance that it might, I would say. Babotelgay also updated the Penguin McCool picture to make him even more punk with the necklace and all the bracelets, which is fantastic. Oops, I opened the Jakey Boy Arts thing again. I'm professional sometimes, but not today, I guess. We also have something from Think Creative, which is a picture of all of you, the great god of whispers and chatter, the great chat. This was their representation of it. Yeah, I think it looks so good. Looks awesome. And we also have 2 pieces from our official artist, Safi-chan, the first of which is Summer, cradling the dragon eggs that you all brought back last time with Penguin McCool. Looking...
It's so wholesome.
It is. This is the most wholesome piece of art that we have by far, since we keep throwing her like, hey, why don't you yeet this penguin into the tree? At least Penguin doesn't have a giant bump on his head in this one, so he's at least doing all right.
I love it. It looks like my penguin loves me again. It only looks like it.
I was going to say, that's just in art. That's artist representation.
Oh, I was
canon,
too
yeah.
late.
Oh, what? What do you need?
No, nothing. It
Fine.
was a PNG file, so my face was right there behind Summer and Penguin, and I could have reached out, and I can pat them on the head.
It's back.
Beautiful. We also have one more piece of art, which Safi got done today, which is amazing, which we have Zania and Robert drunk off their asses with Team facepalming in the background. Have you even got to see that one yet, Jackie?
I saw it really briefly right before I hopped in, yeah.
Beautiful. I didn't know Robert was going to get such a, like a giant blush across his face. I just love you guys so much. You're just my favorite. Oh, man. Absolutely beautiful art done all across this week. Very, very exciting. We have one more thing that we need to do, which before we get back into what's happening is what did happen. How about everybody roll some D20s to see who is doing the recap for last week and who has a chance at the inspiration.
While we're rolling that, hey Ryan, do you happen to have, I don't know, maybe a sculpt?
I do, and that is gonna go. I was gonna show them as a treat midway through the show, but I can show them now.
Then save it.
Saving it.
Save it.
I'm also going to be updating because I put the wrong Red Cross logo because we're playing for a different Red Cross donation tonight. I told you I'm professional most nights, but not tonight.
You're the most professional.
Boom. There we go. Different Red Cross logo tonight. So quick, so easy. All right. Let me roll mine too. I don't think it's going to be me tonight. What'd everybody get?
What'd you get, Ryan?
I got a 14.
So everyone's above 14, right?
I got a 15.
Oh, all right. Salt.
I got a 14 as well.
Oh, okay. Team.
I got an 8.
Summer.
I got a 5.
Hey, Summer it is. Now, when you do this recap, Summer, know that we all know that it's not like this picture of you with the eggs where Penguin McCool is, cool with everything. You do have to talk about what you did.
Stop breaking me so early. I didn't do any of that last week. Okay. I remember stuff. I remember heaps of stuff. So last week we started as our party was kind of getting ready to journey back to the Red Wagon Inn and deal with the consequences of giving the Emerald Plague the Sun Spear. We were like, it'll be fine, right? We came up with an interesting plan, and by we, I think Salt got a little creative. We finally made our way back to the Red Wagon Inn, and we thought it would be a really great idea to get everyone super drunk and then tell them a really exciting story, and then at the end kind of slip in that we have released the Emerald Plague on the world and stolen her eggs. Copious amounts of alcohol was drunk. We had a very, very drunk paladin, which I didn't even think was a thing. Aren't they immune to being poisoned?
Only when you want it.
We also had a very kind of a moody Zania who was drinking and being like, I don't need you, okay? I don't need you, you attractive orc. I'm not into it anymore. I have self-respect. And we had Summer trying to create a really cool atmosphere with drums while Salt became this fantastic storyteller. Unfortunately, that didn't work out for too long. And soon people realized that we were leaving some pretty big parts out of the story. We did, however, retroactively, I'm going to go back and say we did get our adventurers pins, which was exciting.
Good.
And we found out that there was one for our pets as well. Also exciting.
They got to earn it.
They got to earn it. They got to earn it, not by getting yeeted into trees. Apparently, that doesn't qualify you.
Rigged.
And Tim took our two very intoxicated buddies away to sober up at the beach. Meanwhile, we let slip that, in fact, yes, the Emerald Plague does have the Sun Spear, and then we tried to book it once there was a nice big like fog cloud. Tried to get away. Apparently, you can't run from your problems. They followed us. We pleaded with Tehm to be the person that would reason with the child rats, and he took a firm stance, telling the truth. However, we weren't quite forgivable enough. We sulked away in shame, went off to the Seedy Inn, where, oh my gosh, another unwilling? Who'd have thought it? It's going to go fine, right? That's what Zania thought, and she just left him there on his own.
Heck yeah, he was going to take you to see his wife and son. What a nice boy.
Yeah. And then, so there's not one, but there's two more. There's three. There's three unwilling. Very exciting for Tehm. We had a very lovely moment between Summer, the eggs, and I'm pretty sure that Penguin Von Cool was still pretty mad. We decided that it probably would be a good idea to go after Tim because we were like, probably shouldn't leave him there on their own. Left the eggs and the penguin with our daddy paladin and came to... I don't think we're there yet, are we? We're not there yet. Something horrible is happening to our bony boy.
We're in a fight.
Oh, you're currently
you guys
fighting.
are definitely there.
We are there. We're there.
Oh no, Salt's there.
The only person that's probably not right now is...
Yeah, because how many failed death saves?
Right.
One so far?
One. And that's where we are now. Definitely in a fight, which I did for not forget we're in. Inspirational, that recap was, I think.
I'll give you an inspiration for your honesty in admitting that Penguin McCool is not McCool with you right now.
He's not McCool with it.
Right. The last little bit that we do need to also catch up on. Yes, you all did talk to Dane and tell him what the biz was, and he said, we could have helped you on that if you would have just not lied to us. But then, yes, team, you did end up going with Spade, the undead, who wanted to show you his wife and child and let them meet you before...
Real cool dude.
Yeah, nice guy. Just a nice guy. Nicest, I would say.
Just the nicest of guys.
Yeah. He took you up to meet his family. He turned out to be an agent of Keenax looking to get the spear back, as there is a bounty on the head of the one who holds the spear. And so he took your head off of your body, which you're an undead, so luckily that doesn't mean you die, as he shoved your body back in the room, closed the door, was running outside after he beat you for a sizable chunk of time. You are barely up before he took you outside saying, "Take me to where you got rid of the spear." As such, as soon as you walked outside, Atta, your faithful companion, had brought your friends back over to the inn, where Zania, Summer, and Salt saw this other undead with your head under his arm, and he said, "If you come any closer, I'll slam him." And Salt says, "Leroy Jenkins," Salt Von Trapp, as he charges to stab Spade. He gets very, very close. Spade is a nimble boy, and Spade yeets Team's head into the ground, cracking his skull. Team, you have lost one death saving throw so far. Odds are not in your favor, as Zania has run over. She did the kind of baseball slide to grab the head off the ground as Spade brought his elbow down onto Zania. Currently, Spade is standing next to Salt and Zania, who are holding Team's head, and Summer and Atta are just a few feet away. This is a pivotal moment, as this could be the last few moments that we are with Team, or the team of Team can come and save him here if they're quick enough.
Man, I got goosebumps. I hate it.
Well, I think you missed an important part, Ryan. I'm just saying.
What did I miss there?
Remember, I was like, team, and that's where we went.
That is fair. That's fair. Team. I did forget that part. My bad. Right. We have one last thing to talk on, and then let's play some Dungeons and Dragons. The last thing is the Red Cross changeover this time, from instead of being on the Lebanese Red Cross. Hit him with those details, Drew.
So, as most of you probably know, half of the United States is on fire right now. So with that, we have the new link for the American Red Cross. They're helping out through California, Washington, Oregon, Nevada. I believe there's 7 states on fire right now. So they're helping out with families, giving meals, finding places for them to sleep, things like that. So every now and again, you'll see the link pop up for donations. I know we're all going to donate. So it'd be awesome if y'all did as well.
Thank you, Drew. Thank you, everyone. With that, is there anything else anybody needs to plug?
I'm happy to match any bits donated to the Red Cross as well from Level Up Dice.
I will too.
So any bits that come in, we'll throw those to the Red Cross, and then we'll also double that.
Beautiful. What a team. Even the Australians on this side don't want to see the other half of the world burn, and it is much
we went through
appreciated.
it in January. So.
That's
It's
true.
a bad time. It's a bad time. We feel you.
Let's see if we can prevent that ahead of time. Right. So, with no more gender reveals to be had and terror to distraught, let's get on with the show. Come on, everybody. Pull up a chair, grab a drink, and let's get back to the Red Wagon Inn, where we last left off. Spade sits there, fists out, after he just slammed Salt right into Xenia. As Tehm is ready to do his death saves. That is exactly what I need first off to start the day. Tehm, roll me a death save. Xenia,
But,
you are
okay.
absolutely
Hey, Alex,
on
do you
deck.
want to be responsible? I've got a level up dice.
Do it. I'll send my magical ways.
19.
20. There you go,
19.
pretty good.
That's 1 in the good. We are 1-1.
Okay. So I have Team's head, and I'm, saying team. And is there time for me to do a cantrip
There could
as
be.
part of my?
What we're going to do here is roll an initiative. This is going to be a theater of the mind because we're so close together. There's only one enemy, but this is just determining who does what in what order. Right.
Also, Magpie Dice is saying they will donate $5 for each roll of the number 13 on a D20.
Hey, well, there we go. Thanks, Magpie. I love it. Everybody's so generous. We have a great community, and I appreciate every single one of y'all. This is obviously the highlight of all 5 of our nights every single time, or weeks, and so I'm just excited.
Praise the
You're
god
great.
of chat.
Praise chatter. Right. I need initiative rolls just to determine who does what in what order in this combat.
Rolled 15, total of 20.
20 from Salt.
17.
Okay.
11.
Did I really just run out of pen ink? Are you kidding? Oh my gosh, I am professional.
Not.
Give me
not.
1 second. Oh,
Bree was
Aha,
late.
I have pens right next to me. I am actually professional. Look at me go.
Suck in.
All right, so that's 17 from Xenia, correct? And 20 from Salt?
Correct.
Okay. Summer?
I got 11.
Okay. Team?
That's a 9. Well, 6 plus 3, so 9.
9. Okay. Right. Salt. What are you
That's me.
doing? As Spade rears his elbows back after just having taken you by the tail and slamming you against Xenia, trying to get her to drop this skull in her hand of your friend, your new party member. What are you doing?
I'm going to scream out, "He's impenetrable!" And turn around, jump up, and attempt to slash his leg, because I got no idea where to hit this undying. All the time I spent with Team, I should have just asked him, "Where do I hit you to make it?"
How do I kill you?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should have been
I
asked
don't know,
once or
falling
twice.
off cliffs.
So
Push him
I'm
off
gonna,
the cliff. Help!
I'm gonna. That's it. Is there a cliff around, right?
And also, Rybo Dad is going to donate $10 for every nat 20. Look, we're going to just cover every single number that could be rolled. Thank you, Rybo Dad. We got Rybo
We're
Dad
gonna-
in the chat this time.
We are gonna drive your parents broke.
I know.
They did the same thing last week.
Rybo Mom was so like, you gotta give me that donation link so that I can get those in. I want people to help, and this is such a good thing. And so we've got Rybo Dad on it this time, loving it.
Aw.
Look at the
Rybo
Rybo family
fam.
go. Look
Love
at
it.
us. Right. So you're going for an attack. We need to know when we have 20s and 13s on the dice
Yep.
rolls.
And Raynox, I have a die with a 21 on it, so don't make me pull that one out. I'm gonna start with the dagger to the knee or the kneecap, I guess in this case.
Go for it.
Jeez, 13.
13. Hey, we're already getting some money in. We're dousing fires.
That's a final. That's a total 13. Not
Total. Okay. Total 13.
Yeah.
Total 13 does not quite get you there.
Oh, and hold on. We also have Danny, who will do $5 on any ones.
Look, God dang, we're gonna get every single number on there. I love it. Danny, you the man. I know Danny now.
So as the dagger hits the knee, I'm like, you see, nothing's working. And then I will attempt my tail with the extra advantage that Team put onto it to hopefully see if that hits him.
Go for it.
Going to your dice, Bree. All right, tell me that a 21 hits.
21 does hit, and Babodal is trying to earn GFYs tonight because he'll give $5 for every GFY, and the Silent Trash will do $5 for every 7 rolled. Look at this, guys! Holy shit, this is so awesome.
Sponsor a number, fam.
That was a 16, guys. The roll. All right, roll in the money.
All rock. Roll it. Hit me that damage. You are right next to Xenia, so you don't have flanking to where you get the sneak. However, you are a swashbuckler, so do your sneak. Hit me that damage.
Wow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
This guy is invincible.
As
I
you
scream out.
Your tail tries to wrap around, and rather than being a slashing bit of damage, it tries to go through the kneecaps and buckle it outwards as your ring on the end of your tail pulls and stabs into his knee. You hear him, "Yes, you bastard," as he goes to punch you. Let me know if there's anything else you're doing on your turn.
Now I've used half a movement to jump up. I'll 5 foot around, sort of try to get more around the back of him so that Xenia and I are as flanking as possible.
Cool. We'll get you flanking on the other side now. As Spade gets to take his turn. Spade, being that you just stabbed him in the knee, is going to actually focus on Salt and give you a free turn here, Xenia. You better make it worth it. Salt, he takes his elbow down on you once onto the head as he's going to roll to attack. That is a 2. No, I don't think anybody's donating on a 2 yet. God, I have to check everything on there. Nothing. No hit there. Second hit coming in. That is also a 2. Nothing coming out of there. As your tail yanks his knee, it gets him just off balance enough as he tries to pummel you into the ground. He's not used to fighting ratfolk who dodge so nimbly and so quickly. He holds himself back up, readies his shoulders, and then decides you're not a target for him as he aims over to Xenia. Xenia, it is your turn.
Okay. First, cantrip. Spare the dying on the head. Does that work?
I don't know. You'd have to try it. Also, Medusa is donating on 2s, and she'll count those 2 2s. So awesome. Medusa is my GF. We're getting every number tonight.
Thank you, Xenia GF.
Hell, I'll do it on 9s. I like 9s. 9 is my favorite number. Let's sweep the board here.
I think Creative's creating a list of all the different numbers.
Please do, because I'm gonna forget. All right, Xenia, hit me up. What are you doing?
Team, and I'm gonna spare the dying cantrip.
Okay. As you pull up the magic inside of you, you hover your paws over Team's head. You set it down on the ground. This chaos behind you as Spade is currently trying to beat into Salt. Salt dodging. Red aura emanates out from your paws as it hovers over Team's head. Being that he has no eyelids, you don't see anything open. However, you can sense immediate danger seems to have passed for the time being.
Okay.
You turn and you look at Spade as he pulls his arm up towards you.
So can I just have an idea of the layout? Like, we are outside the Shady Inn.
You are currently right outside. It is nighttime. It's maybe about, say, 9 o'clock at night. So stars are out, a few clouds in the sky. You're right outside the Shady Inn, very, very poorly made out of crap wood, the Green Boa Inn. You are feet from outside of it. Summer, you're maybe about 20 feet from this current scuffle happening. They just exited the door as you and Salt came to save Team from Spade's clutches.
So
you are
is no
right
one?
outside.
No one's like.
This is a
seeing them?
crap inn. Nobody comes to this inn, and if they are, they're inside drinking. You are currently outside, but it's also nighttime in a mostly farming and adventuring town. The adventurers are currently drunk at the Red Wagon Inn.
And how far is the wagon
Not our
in?
fault at all.
500 feet?
Oh, much, much further.
Oh,
Closer to
fuck.
500 yards, probably.
Okay. I should get team back up. Okay. Oh, attack up. He would probably get attack of opportunity though. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna try to find team's body.
Okay,
I'm
are
gonna try
you
to run inside the.
going to keep carrying team?
Yes.
Sounds good. He is going to take an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay.
That is a 7. Somebody had a 7. Who was that? Don't remember, but thank you for the 7. Also, somebody, a gamer girl, I think it said on there, is also donating it. Yeah, gamer girl. So, thank you, gamer girl. I want to make sure I shout everybody out. So, I didn't get to do that, and I want to make sure I do. Verity does for every 17. Verity's hitting the $5 on there. Gosh dang, I love this community, y'all. Just saying. So that's a 7. Your AC is 15. Just under what he needs. You are able to slip out as he tries to bring his leg around for a roundhouse kick, but you matrix under it as you slide in and run to the doorway of the green boa. You slam it open and run your way in. You currently have no idea where Team's body is. As you rush in, you look around the inn. Roll me a perception check. That was me,
Oh.
Silent Trash. Thank you.
That was a 2.
That was a
Plus
2.
5, so 7.
You rush in, and in your breaking open of the door and rushing in, you trip and fall, just trying to get out of the way of Spade's onslaught. And when you do, you kind of stand up and are dazed a little bit, not exactly sure what's going on. And around you, you can just see a bar, you see people. You don't see Team's body here at all.
I know this is probably not within my 6 seconds, but I would plan to ask around.
Sounds good. We'll get that on your next turn then. You're looking around to the perception was this one. Right. Let's hit up Summer. What are you doing?
I'm gonna get as close as possible to this unwilling meanie, more willing to be mean. I'm gonna get as close to him and say, "Hey, bud, you don't want to do this, do you?" And I'm gonna cast Charm Person.
Ooh, breaking out the big guns. Do it. What do I need to roll on my save?
That's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Beautiful. He actually does make the wisdom save. As you say,
And then-
"Look, come on, man, you don't need to do this." You try and connect into his mind. However, being that there's a lack of brain where you'd normally try and target your magics,
Eyes.
you have no idea where to charm this person. You are basically
The
asking
knee,
him.
sis. The knee.
I look down at his knee for a second and go, "You in there?" And then I whip him with my tail.
Beautiful. Also, Jason is doing another donation. So D&D dice. Gosh.
I don't know if you got to actually read what he's doing.
What's he
That's
doing?
an 11 on any dice.
Is that different
Like a
than what
total.
we are doing?
No, that
Yeah,
means like on a D12, on a D20.
Oh,
Natural,
shoot.
non-natural. So say you roll a D10 and it turns out to be an 11.
God dang, would you
Boom.
look? Just a donation fest. I'm loving it. All right.
Donation.
Summer, he does not get controlled by your mind control. You're about 20 feet away from him right now. You still have your bonus in your movement. What are you doing?
Oh, I wanted to get as close as possible to him, and I'm gonna
Okay. Do the tail attack.
whip the bitch.
Beautiful. You run up and slide as you and Salt's tails, both a cacophony of spears that he is dodging. Go ahead and roll to hit.
It was 22 to hit.
Definitely hits.
And-
What's your number?
5. Oh, my number was 18. I rolled an
18.
18.
I don't think we have an 18, but either way.
And it's a 5 on damage.
Beautiful. 5 damage coming out. As Salty's dodging your attacks, literally, you're basically doing the cowboy dance, partner, as he's like moving his legs. Summer, you come in and slam his knee to the ground. As Salt, your tail actually does almost like a karate type chop on it to do the damage.
It's this knee. It's this knee, I say.
It's
This one,
Disney.
Salt.
Disney right here.
This knee.
Right. Team, it's going to go over to your turn. You have been spared of the dying. However, you are currently unconscious, if I remember spare the dying correct,
Yep.
right?
I have been stabilized, but that's it.
Beautiful.
So should anything happen, I immediately go back into death saves.
Let's see what we can make happen. Salt, it's your turn.
Do it.
No, I'm not gonna. I'll do it in shadow and GFY in vocal. I'm gonna keep hitting the knee. It's the right height, and I think my sis and I are onto it. I'll be like, yes, sis, this knee, and we'll hit with the dagger first, and then we'll follow up with the tail.
Do it. Love it. Go to hit.
If I'm next to Bree, I'd rather move first to be flanking still. But
Okay.
I figured she would have run up flanking because we've worked together before anyway.
Yeah, we'll say that you already are.
Well, okay, well that's a natural 7, so it's only a 12 to hit.
That is
So my
a
dagger again pinks off the knee.
that is a miss. However, that is some donation to the Red Cross. What's up? As your dagger slides across this bony surface, you're trying to stab in as if you were to flesh. You're going to have to change your game plan here.
Yep, I will literally throw the dagger up in the air and catch it with the other hand. So I'll try it with the other hand next time.
Great. Going for the
And
tail
then,
attack.
Oh, that's a dice that's off the table and gone.
Gone
All
forever.
right. That's a big one. You can't miss the Bree dice.
Cannot.
Okay, that's a natural 15, so a total of 20 to hit.
The quinceañera number, but the 20 does hit. Go for it. Give me that
Ding,
damage.
ding, ding. That's a better roll. 2, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15 damages.
15 on
To
the
the knee.
damages. Beautiful. That's solid hit into him, as this time again your tail goes right through what would have been sinew, and an absolute paralyzer is just cracking his knee bones. You're trying to get him down and onto the ground to where you can do some coup de grace on him to finish him off, or to just disable him. However, you're just not hitting those muscles that you're used to hitting. It's just not working out for you. You can still move on your turn if you'd like.
I'm going to keep flanking with my sister.
Okay.
And then I'll yell out to her. Oh gosh, no, it's not coming. It's not coming. I had something. Never mind. I'm going to yell out, "It's the knee! It's the knee!" We'll keep going with the knee.
We are currently still fighting the meanie unwilling panda. And it is his turn, as you're saying, it's the knee, go for it. Spade looks up at you and says, all right. He tries to reason as he says, give me directions to the spear, or I'll pummel this little rat's head in. As he is going to try once into you, Salt, as he's pleading to you, Summer, trying to get you not to, through a bit of intimidation. But he is going to attack twice into Salt yet again. First roll is a 12 naturally, which is enough to hit you, Salt. As we're going to do it here. Okay. That is... that is 10 points of bludgeoning damage. As he brings his elbow down and slams it into you. You try and just withhold the blow, thinking it's not going to be that much of a blow. It's just bone. But he slams it right into your nerve on your shoulder. You can feel your right arm going dead, unable to move. You're lucky you moved the dagger over to the left hand on that one. And as he slams into your shoulder there, you can see his arm pull back in a lightning bit of reflexes, as if he's going for a flurry of massive blows into you, as he is going to hit you 3 more times.
Oh, shit.
That's another 12, so that's going to be another hit. So let's go ahead and see what that damage is there. That is 6 points of bludgeoning damage coming your way. Are you still up?
I let out a little bit of a squeal, but I'm still just alive.
Just alive. All right, he's got 2 more hits that he's rolling for on you. That is a nat 1, which is donation to the Red Cross, which is very good. However, we still have 1 more hit with his flurry of blows. This is a 15 quinceañera one more time.
GFY chat.
Does chat want to GFY this one?
Otherwise, I'm down. I mean, they can drop me, but gotta chat. GFY.
Chat's just like, no, you got us into this mess. No GFY. Sure, GFY. All right, we're seeing a GFY. I will re-roll this one, but I'm taking away one of my GFYs. I will not be privy to this many GFYs for too long. I need to not have to worry about these, as he will re-roll it. That's another 12. I'm rigged tonight, which is a hit. You do have one more GFY. Do you want to use it and waste it here? Waste, quote unquote. You can save it if you'd like. I'll let people decide before I go one more time.
Totally up for chat, but I mean, I've already taken one GFY off chat.
It's totally up to
God's
chat,
only
but
helped
I
me so
could die. GFY, Panda Cats Plays, we have something called a GFY, which is very much like a point of inspiration. GFY stands for if somebody does something too far out of game or out of character, it's the opposite of an inspiration. It's a go fuck yourself point. That's an inspiration that I showed on screen. This is the GFY point on there. Yes, it's the opposite of an inspiration. I'm seeing save it, which means damage is coming your way, Salt. That is another 6 points of bludgeoning damage, as the first elbow hits in a near lightning-like reflex. He takes both hands with his 2 hits and claps you on the side of the head. He does the Robert Downey Jr. discombobulate, bang, on the side of your head.
My hand opens, the dagger falls, clang, clang, and then I just crumble with my tail being the last thing before it hits the ground.
Salt falls and is currently unconscious on the ground. Summer, you see a bony man standing in front of you in leather armor and cape and call, a sharp, sharp bone head with spade tattoos marked into his bones, both on his cheeks and one on the top of his head. As he slams your brother, knocking him into the ground, he roars his fists up as he grabs Salt by the tail and holds him up in front of you. He says, "Take me to where you gave away the spear." As it's going to go down to Xenia. It's your turn.
I'll take you to where the fucking spear was. I told you a dragon took it. But I can take you to where the dragon was.
We'll go back to you on your turn. Xenia, you run in, you fall over, you look up. You currently are waiting to ask people where Tehm is. What are we doing?
I'm so stressed out. Unwilling. Blue tattoos? Where?
The dwarf behind the counter says, "Hey, I think he just went outside."
The other one. Dragonborn.
Oh, I don't know. They came up and they went upstairs. And that's about all you can get out of 6 seconds.
But no.
You do hear that he says upstairs, so you could still move if you'd like, but we'll say you use your action to get that much information.
Going.
Okay, Xenia, you're going to run up the stairs. You just came in. You're able just to get to the top of the stairs with that bit of movement. So you are at the base of the 2nd floor here. So if you want to try and check out some of the rooms in a minute, you'll have to do that again on your turn. So, okay. Summer, it's your go. Currently, Spade is holding Salt up by the tail in front of you. You know, as a rat folk, that doesn't feel good when that happens. And yet Salt is not reacting to it at all. Oh, we have another thank you. Isn't the Classic is doing 4s. I'm going to give thank yous all day tonight. Isn't she classic? She is a classic because she's giving away money.
Paradigm as well.
Paradigm's also giving away. God dang. Everybody's giving away money. Thank you, Paradigm Lost, for also doing that and for doing the giveaway stuff. So thank you, everyone. Since your donation looked cool, I will take the 15s. Rybo Mom is also doing one on the 15s. Gosh dang. Whew. We're close to every number.
Me feel so happy when I'm meant to be sad right now. I'm trying to get into the mood of being sad, and you guys are making me so happy.
For a good cause.
Rybo Mom, thank you so much. Thank you, Paradigm Lost. Yes, she is a classic. Thank you, Isn't She Classic? I know this is a very serious moment. Somebody might die here. But gosh dang, everyone, I'm having such a good time. Right. Summer, it's your turn as he holds your brother up.
Just stop. You need to let us get Salt to my friend who can heal him, and I will take you to wherever the fucking dragon was. I'm not lying to you.
Roll a persuasion.
Okay. 17.
17, okay.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to see if I can do better than that.
Okay, what was the base number?
15.
15. Hey, Rybo Mom. There we go.
Yeah.
Right?
No, that's completely untrue. It's 12. I rolled another fucking 12.
12.
So
Another 12. We do have that, though. 12. Okay,
sorry,
you're going to inspo it?
12. I rolled 2 12s.
Ah, 2
that
12s.
Was my inspo.
Double donation.
Still 17.
All right, we'll keep it there then. It will still be 17. I rolled a 4, so thanks for using the inspo, but I did roll a 4 on that. So Spade looks at you and says, looks down. You know him.
My brother?
All right. If you want your brother to live, hop to it then.
No, just put him down, let me get him some help.
He turns over to Salt, holds you up, flips you over and holds you up by the neck. As he waves his fingers like this in front of you, Salt. As Salt, you suddenly feel yourself before, in a very similar motion to Xenia, you lose consciousness again. As he holds him by the neck, he says, no. He's my insurance. Take me to the dragon's lair, and then we'll talk about your brother.
Fuck. Okay, let's go. I will take you to where where the dragon was. I will take you to where the dragon was.
After you. As Atta
I
tries...
yell it. I'll take you to where the dragon was.
Oh, if you do yell it, he is going to pop you once in the nose.
Okay, it's fine. I'll
that.
yell it as loud as I can.
Okay.
Try and make it seem like Can I roll performance to make it seem like I was, like, just... I'll take you to where the dragon was!
You know what? That sounds fine. Yeah, you could do that.
12.
12. What's the normal number?
7.
7. Okay. He rolls a 6, but that's enough to pop you in the nose once. As you're like, I will take you where you want me to. As he pops you once in the nose for not a lot, 5 bludgeoning damage. As he says, enough out of you. Just take me. So he's looking around, looking for people that might have noticed as you yell out. Xenia, roll a perception one more time. As this is a shit inn, there's a lot of open holes on the side of it. There is a possibility that you heard this.
Rolled a 15 plus perception 5, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you run up to the top of the stairs, you hear Summer cry out in a manner that you might be crying for Tehm if he had fallen in such a way that I'll take you where you want to go. You keep this in the back of your mind as you keep running up the stairs. But you do hear it. Also, I have seen Bobodoge's mad puns that he's got going on. So yes, I will give Bobodoge a GFY and make him give money, which feels really wrong. I will say to say like, go fuck you, give money.
Okay, so when I hear this, how much movement is it to go down to the bottom of the stairs to see the room, the entry room?
We are currently now out of combat. As Summer has given herself to take him to the dragon's lair, and he has Salt unconscious by the neck, and you have Tehm's head.
Okay. I'm gonna, you know what? I don't know what happened outside, but I'm gonna go down the stairs, yell at everyone that's in there, and say, "Oh yeah, there's a bad fight outside."
You yell to patrons, the general scum of Ashburn here, and you say, there's a horrible fight outside. 2 of the humans there drink their drinks back and knock it down. About time! As they get up, heading out, looking to try and find a fight in which they can watch. As Marcus behind the counter says, wait, don't be taking those drinks with you. Leave. As general chaos begins to happen as several of the patrons in here, there's maybe about 10 people in this tavern at this time because it's later at night, who start scurrying their way out. The barkeeper himself stays behind the bar, but most of the patrons go out as they want to see a fight happening here. Xenia, are you joining them or running back up the stairs?
I'm gonna go back upstairs to find Tehm.
Gotcha. That's generally what I thought. So as you're running up, Summer, you're going to take him, or are you pausing for time?
I'm going to take him.
Sounds good. You start walking that way as he holds Salt by the throat, going further to the north. After just a few steps, though, you suddenly hear the doors of the inn behind you kind of break and bust open as Spade turns and looks to the side as several patrons, all arm over arm, going out trying to find a fight to watch, and kind of general merriment. They're like, who's gonna put the money on who? They turn and they look at you as they're like, is it over? Come on, it can't be done that quick. He's just a rat. What are you doing to the rat? As Spade looks over at you and says, not another word, you hear me? Says, he lost. We toss him in the river, wake him up, knocked him cold in one clean punch. As Spade tries to bluff his way out, but the rest of them just kind of disappointed. Oh, come on, we haven't had a good fight in ages. You just gonna take him away? As he said, when they go down that quick, my friend, you just can't help it. Summer, do you say a word?
I'm gonna like look.
God dang, that was a good one, Bobo. Another
Bye-bye.
GFY your way.
That was pretty good.
Throw
That
him
was
in the
pretty good.
river? What is this, a stream? Gosh dang it. All right, what are you doing, Summer?
Getting sidetracked. Shit. I don't know.
Do you say anything or not in this quick moment?
Hold on, no, that takes visual semantics. I'm just gonna kind of like try and discreetly shake my head, or is he looking at me the whole time?
No, he says, don't say a word, love, as he talks to them. He's currently looking at them. Okay. Gonna go ahead and roll. Roll a deception to see if you can do this without him noticing.
Okay. Come on. Fuck! I rolled a 2. I
Okay.
have +7, so it's still a 9. But
That's a
like,
9.
Really?
Hey.
Really?
2s are good. I think somebody's got 2 covered. Well, I rolled a 5,
This on twos.
but I have a +6. So not quite enough for what you need. As you're like, no, help. As one of the drunk patrons says, what, is everything all right? As Spade looks over and sees you and says, he puts his hand on your head. He's like, children, what can I say about them? Sometimes you just gotta do a little justice from the south side, a bit of a whooping, you know what I mean? Come on, let's get you over here. Your brother had it coming for him, as he kind of kicks you in the butt. What looks to be playfully, however, he has bony toes. It does hurt as he kicks you in the back, as you're like, you get the message that he saw, and that's probably not good for you. The drunks are like, yeah, you best watch your mouth, rat folks. Sometimes you got to mind your manners. As the drunk patrons still think this is all part of a fun brawl bet. Zinnia, we're going to go to you. You're up the stairs currently, as they just ran outside. You ran back up to the top. You're on the second floor here. There are a few other doors here. All of them appear to be closed currently.
This is silly. Does Team's head shake more the closer it gets to his body?
Do you have a dowsing rod with Team's head? No, it does not shake any closer as you get any closer to it.
I'm just gonna start kicking down doors.
Okay, sounds good. There are 5 doorways here. There's 2 on your left, 2 on your right, 1 at the very end. Which one are you kicking down first?
The one on my right.
Okay. The one on your right, you boom, slam your lioness paw right against it as it boom, slams open. You hear the screams of a husband and wife caught in the midst of the act, which they did not think they were going to be caught in the midst of, as he turns around and says, "Oh, what are you doing?" As he slides the bed sheets back over him. You make no pause for this. This is not what you were looking for. You don't even close the door. You run to the next one. What's the next
Was
door?
that a pun, Rybonator?
What was it? Make no
She
pause?
had no pause for it.
I don't know. Maybe I slipped some in there. I don't think
Even
that's...
Bobo said no pause.
No, I've got to get in front of Bobo now. Because otherwise he's got to get on the DFY.
That's fair enough.
so-
You gotta say it soon.
Yep. It's on Bobo.
What's the next door?
The one right across the hall. I'm assuming the one on the
Left
left.
one?
That
Yep.
wasn't it. Yeah.
You turn, kick this one open. As you do so, there seems to be a dragonborn up here in this room. A red dragonborn who must have been writing something in the book before he turns to you. slams the book closed and runs up to the door and slams it in your face. You hear something. Do you speak Draconic?
No.
What you can only imagine to be curse words, as Draconic is kind of the Mordorish language of the area. Yeah, Team's got it covered. So you can hear behind the door, but you don't take any notice of this. You're going to go off to the next set of doors. Which one are you doing now?
The one on the right.
Okay. As you run, you slam this one, kick it open. What you see in front of you is a rug, a made bed. Nobody here has come into this room in a while. However, you do see the body of your friend here on the ground. Arms off to one side of the room and body on the other.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. And I'm going to try to reattach him. But while I'm trying to reattach him, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at first level.
Sounds good. As you try and put this puzzle piece back together, that normally this puzzle has muscles to help keep it back together, you try and set it down. You're not sure. You've never had to do this for Team. Team normally always has at least one arm left on that he can use to put his pieces back together. So you lay it out like a police body sketch. Just lay him out there. And you set the head on top and you think, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Before you don't think that it's up to you anymore. You ask for your god to help put him back together as you cast Cure Wounds. How much are you healing him for?
1. That's going to be 3 plus 3, so 6.
6. Team, suddenly, your, not eyelids, but vision regains as your bones snap together as what sounds like bones breaking, as bones clack onto each other, magic pulling your limbs back together in your head, back on your spinal column there. You see Xenia pressed over you with her hands glowing red, disheveled hair, freaking out over you. You've never seen her this scared.
You're just, as soon as Team gains any sort of consciousness, you're going to watch as a super bright purple light comes out of his eyes. He's going to do a second wind.
Beautiful. As Xenia, you have not done this red bit of glow, but suddenly Team's tattoos that are all across his body and his markings begin to go whoosh, a bright light that is almost flashing in your eyes, and very much like any Call of Duty or any movie where a flashbang goes off, your ears kind of ring for a minute before you
that's
look back.
14 points of health back.
14, and see Team standing there glowing like a purple Super Saiyan bony man in the room, vengeance in his glowing purple eyes.
Oh my god.
First thing he's going to do, look down at Xenia and give her a nice big warm hug. And as he's hugging her, he's saying, where the fuck is he?
Downstairs with Sultan Summer.
No, he's already gone. He's running.
Team, you start running. Xenia, you immediately chase after him. Up now in this room, you see Atta growling at the open door with the naked man and naked woman behind the sheet, trying to close the door behind Atta. Atta, not knowing exactly where you are, is trying to push his way through this door to help find you as Atta's... as they're like, ah, demon, it's this demon thing! As Team, you run by just very quickly.
Team immediately saying, Idfa misad, sucker bullshit. And Atta's immediately going to jump up, pop up, and start looking.
Atta then turns immediately and runs with you as you all are running out. Xenia, you kind of run by and see the couple there barely covering themselves up as they're like, what is going on? Before you don't even hear. You all both are running down and out the stairs. You run and bust out the front door. As soon as you do, you run immediately into a group of drunken tavern folk here as they seem to have been
Pushing
walking
past.
back as they say, hey, what's the big eye? Hey! As you all, I'm assuming, are running off. As soon as
Yeah.
you do, though, I need a perception to see if you can find them.
I'm gonna talk to the group actually and ask them what happened
Okay.
with the fight. Like, what? Wait, why aren't you watching the fight?
Sounds good.
Do you want me to do 2, 1 for me, 1 for Atta?
Yes, please. And then, Xenia, I'm going to give you a investigation roll on this.
Oh, investigation. Okay.
Perception
Oh.
plus 5.
Rolled a 15.
Hey, I got a natural 20. Team got an 18 plus 5.
Beautiful. Xenia?
I
what'd you
rolled a
get?
15 minus 1, so 14.
15. Okay, so we got a 15, nat 20, and then 18s as far as donations are concerned. However, Xenia, you come out as you're like, what happened? I thought you were going to watch the fight. Is they're like, it's just a bunch of rap folk just needing discipline, I guess. As Team, you immediately stop and say, "I see him!" As your bony feet go running off.
About how far away are they?
They're maybe about 100 yards from you currently.
Cool. I'm drawing out my longbow.
Oh, okay. Your
tattoos are lighting up.
you begin to glow as you take aim in the distance. Summer,
I'm gonna use a bursting arrow.
I'm going to pause you there for 1 second, team.
Okay.
You do see them off as Atta begins growling in that direction. Zinnia, you hear your friends as you rush over to them, getting ready to fight. Summer, he's still holding Salt by the throat as you two are being walked forward. He holding his hand on your shoulder as he says, that was a bad move you did right there. As you feel his claws kind of dig into the side of your shoulder. You're not necessarily sure that he's caring so much that you're taking him to the dragon's lair anymore.
I know, mister, I'm real sorry, but trust me, you don't want to do this.
I think I know what I want to do, lad. Or lass, not lad. I think I know what I want to do, lass.
I cast Charm Person again.
You're going to cast what again?
Charm Person.
Again. Go for it.
Yep. You have to do a wisdom save.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No. That is a 16 plus numbers that I can't give away. He definitely makes that one. And I don't think we have a 16 so far. So, you try again to say, you don't want to do this.
Is it coming? Is it coming?
What's happening?
We've got one GFY.
No, it's only one. It's only one.
We do have one
fine.
GFY.
Two.
Aurora, Anima, Think Creative,
Three,
saying
four,
GFY,
five.
GFY, GFY. All right. Happy to use it.
Seven.
I am clean of GFYs. Beware the rest of the night is all I have to say.
We'll load you up with some.
Hey, you'll get more eventually.
Your DC is what again, Summer?
It's only 13.
13. Okay. I rolled an 8 plus numbers. The plus numbers get me above 13 as he is a monk. Right.
Can I give my sister my inspiration?
Nice try, unconscious man. As you say, you really don't want to do this, as he leans over to you, and you can feel him like push you into the ground as he says, I told you to stop, as he backhands you once, which is going to be the attack. That is a regular 6. Your AC is 12. He does hit you with that.
13.
It's 13 now?
Yes.
Oh, shoot. I was looking at your passive perception. It is not enough to hit there. Beautiful.
Does that mean you might not have hit me every time if you're looking at our passive?
No. We're good there.
Can I cast another spell?
No. As he tries to backhand you, move away a little bit. As team, he is at 300 yards. That is a disadvantage on your shot, but you do have bursting shot. Go ahead and roll to hit.
He was just at 100 feet, though, right?
Oh, no. Did I say 100 feet? I said 100 yards, I thought. So 300 feet. Sorry, I meant to
my
say,
bad.
yeah.
I didn't realize you said yards.
Yeah.
A disadvantage.
Nothing saying you couldn't run up. But
You still have an
you're
inspiration,
currently
sure.
arrow pulled back as he's walking away. And you see him try and backslap Summer as she dodges to the ground. What are you doing? Zinnia, you see this off in the distance now that you see where team is aiming.
Arrow to the knee.
Fuck. Okay.
Arrow to
Can I
the
do?
knee.
Can I do a couple things?
Yep.
First off, can I look to Otta, tell him real quick? I'll say it in the dead language, but long story short, go get Robert. And have him fly off.
See,
Do his thing.
runs off as you hear Zinnia, but he says, of course, as he whoosh, flies off over towards
I'm gonna
getting
use
Robert.
my full 40 feet of movement.
40 feet of movement. Okay.
Yeah, to go up.
Sounds good. You are at 260 feet now.
All right, and I'm going to. I'm not going to use one of my arcane shots. I'm not a.
Just
fuck
gonna
it.
fire?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
Do
do
it.
it. I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
All right. Disadvantage, right?
Yes.
I rolled a 19 and a 16 plus 7, so 16 plus 7.
Definitely hits.
I need
Beautiful.
him to make me a save of 12, DC 12 charisma save.
Give me 2 seconds, as I do need to check one thing here. Somebody already said it in chat, but I do need to check one thing to make sure I know how this ability
Yeah,
works.
if it hits me or not.
Not the if it hits you thing. It's a specific ability that I need to double check on here.
Hey, Drew.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my mom.
Aw.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, Drew's mom is in here.
You want to donate money too, Mom? Everybody else is.
Beautiful. Right. As you arcane shot at it, correct?
Arcane shot, and I would assume it would also be a surprise attack.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which actually would negate your disadvantage, but either way, you hit, you didn't crit, so we're good.
That's fine.
So as you arcane shot, what's the arcane bonus that you're doing? Bursting shot.
I need a DC 12 charisma save.
Okay.
It's the banishing arrow is what I'm doing.
Ooh. Okay. DC 12 charisma save, correct?
Yeah.
Right. As your arrow flies towards him, I do need to roll one thing here. How much damage is your arrow doing?
The damage, let me roll that here in a second. If he fails, it's 2d6 force damage plus the damage of 1d8 plus 3.
Sounds good. Then yes. So do your 1d8 plus 3 first.
All right, that's going to be 7.
Okay. As the arrow flies towards him, luckily you did do the arcane shot. As the arrow, this is very Loki from the first Avengers film. As the arrow flies, he catches it out of the skies. He looks over to you, Summer, like, what's this? But the arrow suddenly explodes in his hand, not being enough for him to redirect it. What does Banishing Arrow do?
He's gone for 6 seconds, and he takes 2d6 force damage.
Beautiful. Roll that damage for me.
So, like, Salt would just drop to the ground, and there would be no guy there.
What's your damage?
That's 10 all day.
10. Okay. As he says, what's this? As he suddenly is no longer in front of you, Summer. Salt falls to the grass below you. You are currently out in a field. You can hear a stream 200-300 feet away from you, being where a river ends in a pond. You're not sure what he would have done had you got to that river, but Salt drops down to the ground in front of you. Not high enough to take damage, but you suddenly see this man that was here gone. What are you doing? A gut reaction.
I'm just gonna grab Salt and drag him away just as quickly as possible. We're gonna fucking leg it, man. We're out of there.
You run over to grab Salt, picking him up. With holding him, you're gonna need to move half your movement speed. So that's 15 feet as you're trying to move him away. With your turn, Team Zania, what are you doing?
Fucking hauling ass.
Heading over that way?
Yeah, so 80 feet of movement with my bonus action dash.
80 feet for you. Zania, you could get
movement,
60 if you dash, but is there something else that you're doing?
No.
Okay, you're dashing. So currently then, you are, that would be 180 feet away, Team. Zania, you are 200 feet away. Summer, you've gotten 15 feet away. As Summer, you suddenly hear whoosh as he returns with the arrow, as he snaps it in his hand. Ooh, I gotta know, how mad is he at this? Oh man, I have to think on this. Give me 2 seconds just to think. While I think on it and we get some dramatic pause, I think this is a decent time to let me think on what he does as a reaction. Let's do the first giveaway, and let's give away some stuff from Paradigm Lost.
Dramatic pause.
Dramatic pause, suspense. With that, if you haven't done your exclamation point LUD, do it.
Yeah, do it now. Can I also say that I'm using my body to shield, protective stance over Salt as well?
Okay. If you want to drop him and stand in front of him, you can definitely be doing that. Great. If you haven't done it yet, make sure you get your exclamation point LUDs in. You are going to get a random bit of goods from Paradigm Lost in the box. That picture that I showed before, which I will show up here right now. You will get a random assortment of half of this good junk here, and not junk, but stuff. I just say junk as things. Half of this good stuff here, as the other half will be given away here in just a moment. Again, that's life counters that are very customizable, magnetic. It's a pretty dope system, actually. So you haven't done it yet. Exclamation point Lud. What do you think? 10 more seconds?
Yeah.
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 Good.
And in that 10 seconds, as
have
Team's
agreed.
running, is there anyone by him, near him, any buildings, people standing outside of?
There are buildings. It is just nighttime, and a lot of people are in currently. However, as you shot and made this loud bit of noise, that possibly could be changing as the banishing arrow blows up in his hand and sends him briefly to another dimension. As to give a little bit better description around you, there are a few stone dwarven huts, and across where the river is, you can see one almost like mill that is running, which doesn't appear to be like a windmill or a mill for grain. You're not sure what it is, but there's a dwarvish structure on the edge of the stream. Somebody said, what are life counters? It is essentially just a number counter that you use for Magic the Gathering or this to keep track of your health.
You just
How
spin
far
the
are
little
we?
thing on the side, changes the number.
Zania, you're 200 feet.
How far are we from the Red Wagon Inn?
Now, you haven't changed or gone any closer. You're currently going north, so you're still about 500 yards. Half a mile. If I remember miles and yards. Not at all. Like a third of the mile, I think. Right. We'll call that good. Let's end this giveaway. Let's see who got it.
All right. We are picking a winner. Drum roll.
$80 so far in the giveaway, guys, by the
Wow.
way. Woo. And DeGaff.
007.
DeGaff 007. Hey, a British 007 for a British Spade fighting the party.
Why did he have to be so cool looking as well?
I know, right? Hey, you could have charmed him. He could have been on your team. You just didn't, you know? You didn't try
Well, I
hard
couldn't.
enough.
Could I? I couldn't try. Could I?
You didn't charm the right knee. You charmed the left
Right.
knee.
Always a left knee.
Hey.
remember?
Lefty likey, lefty likey. Are we doing another? Tell me what's happening with the giveaway. For
Yes.
We're
this
doing
bit.
that one again.
Good job,
Doing that one
DJF.
again.
I will get that address from Bree as she will message you after this is done so that I can get your stuff to you. Another bit of Paradigm Lost giveaway is going to be given away after our break, so make sure you enter the new one coming up soon. And let's continue back with it. How about we go right back into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Beautiful. Let's do it. Spade charges you, Summer. As you hold yourself ready to try and block for Salt, he's going all out mad that you tried to banish him to another dimension with an arrow. He's going to try and get 2 bargaining chips here as he's going to try and take you down, Summer. First
It's
roll
not going to be hard.
is 11 plus numbers, so 11 base. I don't know if anybody has that one, but that is a hit. With that hit is going to come another lightning set of blows, a flurry of blows. As the first one hits you on the cheek, he takes your head. Well, let's see how many other hits he gets in. That's 7 plus numbers. Nah, that actually is exactly what I need, so that's another hit. 3 plus numbers is not a hit, and then 6 plus numbers is not a hit, so that's 2 hits. As he punches you once, he grabs your head as it goes and gets knocked and slams you down into the ground. So that is going to be 2 hits as he goes for
Penguin, I love him.
11 points of bludgeoning damage and 9 points of, so 20 points total of bludgeoning damage coming your way.
I fall on top of my brother.
Summer, as he slams you, Team and Zania, you see him come back from this other dimension. Summer pulling Salt as quickly as she can, suddenly sees him come up before he bangs down on her with his bony fists and grabs her head and slams her into the ground. Team, you know very much what that feels like from him. It is not good. This is a bad, bad time. As Spade stands over your 2 ratfolk friend bodies. Team, you are 180 feet away. Zania, you are 200. What are we doing? Currently, Summer is dying and Salt is unconscious.
I
Xenia,
have moved within 150 feet now.
Okay, move another
I'm
40.
moving.
You
Yep.
are currently at 140. Before that, Zania was saying something. What are you saying?
she would probably instinctually give out like a roar, like a loud ass, like just out of anger and fear.
Beautiful.
And then also dash.
Okay, gonna dash. So you're gonna go 60 feet. So you are now right next to Team. Both of you at 140 feet away from this guy. Team.
Ryan,
Zania.
just quickly.
Oh yeah.
I'll be like, "Hi, sis. Do you see the 7 lights?"
Count 6.
Hey, so you're not dying. You're just unconscious. You have it the better of the 2 siblings so far. Right. As you, in a heap pile, both bloodied and beaten from Spade there, Zania, you It echoes like the Ent roar from the two towers in this town. Suddenly you see immediately fires and flickering lights from inside the houses as you are lighting up candles from people suddenly waking up to see what the hell is going on as you roar out in just pure anger. Team, what are you doing?
I'm looking this guy in the face. Just looking at him. I say, you touch another fucking hair on their head. Just be lucky you do not have bowels, because I would pull them through your throat.
He picks up Summer and Salt by the collars. Are you going to go ahead and shoot him with that turn as you're
Oh,
yelling
I'm
at
not
him?
shooting him. I got it trained, and I say, you are a fucking idiot. You realize that's Otta. He's already going to tell the rest of the Red Wagon Inn. They are coming.
Roll an intimidation.
No escape for you.
Intimidation with Zinnia's roar at advantage.
Alright. That's an 18 plus 1, so a 19.
19. Summer, you feel yourself dying as he picks you up by the collar of the shirt there. Salt, unconscious, you feel your body begin to move. As he looks to you, Team, and says, "Oh, it's a good thing I don't have those entrails, do I?" As he disappears into shadow. Roll a perception for me.
Are they still there?
They are gone.
Okay. Someone owes someone money.
What is
That's
that?
Nat 20.
Oh, and you don't have any GFYs? Yeah, nat 20 to you. Zinnia, roll yours.
That's a 3 plus perception 5.
5. Okay. Zinnia, you... What the hell happened? Team, you've seen this before in your time in the pits. Off to the right, you see her shadow reappear, maybe about 120 feet off, right near one of the houses as you see him run behind it. Summer, I need a death saving throw.
I'm gonna grab Zinnia and keep running to where I saw them.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring Brina back. Use my Brina back.
I like your work, but you're
What?
across the
Oh,
line.
God!
What was that?
I have
Ooh,
3
did we get
dreads
Shadow
ready to go.
Daddy?
This is Shadow Daddy. You brought him back, Brina.
Shadow Daddy didn't help me. I rolled an 8.
An 8. That's 1 death save to Summer. Not the person I thought was going to die tonight. Well, persons. Hey, Salt, how's it going? As he runs with 2 of the rat folk being small creatures, much easier to carry. Team, you see him run and duck behind a house there. You pull Zinnia over, heading towards that house. You don't have a good shot of him. You're going to need to get on him fast. You don't know that he has seen you or not. He just ducked behind the house very quickly. You start to see people come out of their homes in their pajamas with lanterns or small candles on those little metal plates as they're coming out.
As
What's
I'm
going on?
running, I'm yelling out, "There was a Goliath. A Goliath unwilling. He has kidnapped 2 children. 2 rat children."
Children, everyone, a big cacophony of everyone, the children. Goliath has taken children. A giant has taken. It begins to spread like a game of telephone. Giants have taken the children. Giants are attacking the town. Grab your weapons. Giants are attacking the town. As it spreads throughout, you hear it begin to echo further and further. I'm hearing a lot of GFYs. This is just a anger point. I don't think I've done anything out of character, so I'm not taking that GFY.
Yeah.
You can be angry.
You didn't deserve that one, Ryan.
Not yet.
You
I
don't
don't
deserve it
think we
yet.
can
Not
just
yet.
give GFYs to make us sad.
Right. Team Zinnia, you were running over his way. You are far off, but you're running there quick.
I'm going to try and tell Zinnia while we're running. 1, these people in this town are idiots. 2,
It is a small town. They are farmers and fishermen. They do not have much formal education.
I could hear the word fucking Goliath, mate.
second thing is we need to be quiet and stealth. We need to find him, but we need to do it quickly.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Okay.
I would like to stealth at
Okay.
disadvantage since we're running.
Okay. Zinnia, what are you doing?
Following team's lead.
Okay. Both of you roll stealth. If you're trying to sprint and be stealthy, yes, at disadvantage. Or if you're trying to walk kind of nonchalantly that way, then you don't need it. What are you doing? Sprinting?
That was a natural one.
Ooh, them natty ones. No
I
fun.
don't feel so
ever.
bad now. I got a 12.
So, team, you say we have to be quiet. We have to. He cannot find that we're coming. Zinnia, on all fours like a lioness, says, "Fuck that! We have to find him!" As you both chase off, running over as quickly as you can in that direction. Zinnia basically screaming out like, "Where are you, Bone Man?" As you're trying to find him as best as you can. Your just anger is preventing you from being any sort of stealthy. You've had enough of this one hurting your friends. You chase after him as quickly as you can. Summer, I need another death save.
If I tried to contact
get a
Ada,
one.
is he out of range now?
He is out of range. He is doing his job.
No, good. That's what I wanted to hear was that I can't talk with him.
Do not roll
Okay.
a 1, Summer.
Okay. Fuck.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
This is a level up amethyst. Alex, if I die, it's your fault.
Okay, I got you, fam.
16.
Summer,
Oh,
I seem to recall earlier
no.
Mm.
No.
that you have a
Oh,
GFY,
You're evil.
You want
I do.
her to die,
You're evil.
I do have a
but I'm not going to make you use it. Just
Oh,
had to
Jesus.
remind you.
You just
God
playing with
damn
our
it.
heart. Oh my god.
What do
Because
I'm-
you have a
I'm
third
for
roll
one,
coming up
right?
soon. So what was your actual roll? 16, so that's 1 and 1.
16? Yeah.
Okay.
Chad is so angry with you.
I know, I'm so
You
sorry.
think, Ryan.
Oh, Strong Hurt's death stare. She does that to me every Sunday. I feel like I mess with everyone. I'm sorry. Right. Okay. Summer, you are trying to bring yourself back. However, you are starting to see lights. You see 7. There's paths. You're not sure which direction to head. You hear your brother seem to have talking about the 7 lights before.
Yeah, my brother's dead. My penguin hates me. What's the point?
You sit down like a petulant child in front of the lights saying, "No, I will not go into the lights willingly." As team, you and Zinnia run over, you turn around a corner where in the distance you see, with your roars must have alerted him that you were still chasing him. You just see the end of another bit of shadowy disappearances. I need another perception roll. I will take a GFY on that one. I'm happy to. That was fun.
Okay. 13,
Please.
13 plus 5.
You both have an
Okay.
inspiration, guys.
I don't have an inspiration, do I?
We got one from last session. All of us did.
The end of it, yeah. 13 plus 5, so that is 18 from Zinnia. What do you get, Drew? GFY
This was
Rybonator.
just regular, right?
Bobo, you can have another GFY. Yes, this is regular. Percept.
I got a 16. I want to save my inspiration just in case.
Okay, sounds good. As you run around, you suddenly hear... You see the shadow disappear. Neither of you have any idea what direction he went. However, Zinnia and team, you both see your ratfolk companions lying on the ground. Salt, it seems that before he disappeared, he socked you one good. You're dying now, too. I need a death save from you and from Summer. There has to be so many permissions granted because everyone's saying some form of like banned language of "go fuck Ryan."
16.
16. That's one more save on Summer. You are at 2. On
That's
the
a
good.
1.
Oh, shit.
That's 2 in the bad for Salt.
No, I think I need to use my inspiration in that roll. I can't go 2 in the bad, can I?
Oh, you know, Salt,
Alright.
you have 3 GFYs.
I'm running.
I'm using my inspo to get rid of that 1.
Do I have to say that I'm running over there?
That's a 12. Are you going to
Yeah.
GFY that 12?
I am going to GFY that 12. It just makes for tension. You've got 3. I won't give it on somebody who's only got 1, but I'm going to
hold on,
GFY to
Ryan.
12.
Ginny is Zinnia.
Zinnia.
I mixed Jackie and Zinnia. She's got a
Ginnia.
question, and I'm stressed.
Zinnia?
Oh no! I mean, I'm running over there. Does that mean anything?
Oh, yeah. I'm assuming that you all are running as quickly as possible, but I still have to get the results from Salts.
All
right.
Oh, you're in trouble. You're getting no GFYs on death save.
That's a 19, Ryan.
19. Okay. Hey, look, it only worked out better for him. I'm going to use GFYs on death saves when you have 3 GFYs. Yes, absolutely. If you have
If
1,
I
I
have
will
4, you
use
won't
it.
know, right?
Oh, yeah. It's all about the
33?
odd numbers.
Yeah.
Look, you earn it. I got to give it to you. Right. Salt, that's 1 in the good. Summer, 2 in the good, 1 in the bad. Zinnia, team, run over there and do as much as you can. They are 120 feet away from you right now.
Yeah, no, we're still running.
Okay. 120 feet. In 1 turn, Zinnia, you can get 60 feet away. At that 60 feet, do you have anything that you can do?
I don't.
Okay. Team, you're running. You're 80 feet. You are only 40 feet away from them. That's 1 more round. I need Summer and Salt. That's another death save from both of you.
Who?
You got an assist.
All right.
Both of them look bad, if that's the question you were going to ask. They both look real bad.
I was gonna say, does one look worse than the other? But I've been watching the same thing everybody else is. Fuck.
What do you
Summer,
got, Summer?
2. Not a 1, luckily, but that's 2 and 2. The next one determines Summer's fate. Salt, what'd you get?
I love my sister so much. I also got a 2.
Oh, just the twinsies. That's 1 and 1 for Salt.
Can we? I know we're like dying. In my like dying breaths, can I reach out and hold my brother's hand?
The
Absolutely,
tails
you can.
interlock.
Both of you dying, unable to give any sort of breath. You reach out to your brother's hand as your tails intertwine, as both of you say, "Pepper, Pepper." Zinnia, you're 60 feet away. What are you doing?
Okay. I only have 1 level 2 spell slot left. I was planning to use like prayer of healing so I could do multi-heal on both of them, but if I'm only 60 feet away... Wait, I'm only 60 feet away. Okay. No, but then...
Prayer of healing's 10 minutes.
And then I have healing word as a bonus action, which is 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Gut reaction. How are you trying to help him?
I would
You better hear my sister first.
Zinnia, roll me a perception, depending on what you're doing. But roll me a perception. As they
hey,
both
that's
look
a
bad.
17 plus 5.
Summer does look worse.
Okay, I am gut reaction. I'm gonna cast healing word at 2nd level on Summer.
Oh,
Yes. So 2d4 plus 3. Okay, one and a 2 plus 3, so 6 points.
6. Summer, you begin to see the lights get closer, almost enveloping your vision. At once you thought what would be darkness in your final days. It's nothing but a bright light. Before that white light turns red in front of your eyes as you feel your jaw suddenly pop itself back, and you've quickly scrambled to your knees as you see Salt dying on the ground in front of
medicine check.
you.
I can't. I just got.
You just got resurrected. Zinnia, you have your action and your movement still, and Team, you are 40 feet away. You can still move and do your action.
Yeah, I'm already there, and I'm doing a medicine check.
Dashing.
Are you proficient? Do you have a
No.
medicine kit?
Nope.
Okay,
But I'm
worse,
gonna
just-
wrap him with some damn cloth.
Just checking. Zinnia, you have your
Thank
action
you.
and your movement. What are you doing?
Dashing.
Dashing. All right. So, Team, you, Zinnia, Summer, all baseball slide, and you are currently over Salt. Zinnia, that was all you could do that turn. Salt, I do need 1 more death save from you. There is a 5% bad chance here.
I'm also yelling out, "Where the fuck is Robert?"
That's an 18 unless you GFY it.
I'm not going to GFY that. 18.
Are you
That's-
sure I could roll 1?
Do you? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not too heartless. If when you have 3 and above, I'll use it on anything. On 2, I'll be a little bit more discreet.
Use it up so I can get more. It's fine.
Salt, you. That was 3 in the good for you as you You all run over trying to help Salt as best you can as he...
Two in the
his
good.
eyes...
I need two in the good.
Oh, 2 in the good. I thought it was... Yep, my bad. Salt's still dying in front of you.
I still see 7 lights.
You still see 7 lights. My bad. It's in the moment. What are you doing? What are the 3 of you doing? Medicine check.
Medicine check. Medicine check. Medicine check.
Team, roll your
Yeah.
medicine check.
Oh, I give you advantage because I'm half proficient in medicine.
It's a 17?
It's a 17.
Like
Team,
plus 0, 17?
with your skills, you start wrapping him in your bandages. However, you know, with that medicine check, you know he's dying. Zinnia, what are you doing?
Spare the dying.
Spare the dying. As you try your best to wrap his wounds, the blood coming out of his nose, just trying to soak it up so that no more blood comes out of this small little rat. Zinnia, you push him off as you, like paddles in your hand, fill Salt with glowing beam of red energy as he begins to lift with your hands as they go up his body so light before his body falls back to the ground. As Salt, like you have just fallen off a small step, tripped. You don't trip much, but you tripped here. Suddenly, you find yourself standing upright, full of energy and life, before you fall unconscious in front of them. However, Zinnia, you reassure everyone quickly, it's okay, it's okay. He's fine. He's fine. Summer, Team, Zinnia, Salt, you seem to be okay for the time being, as several people in their nightgowns that were ready for bed for the night come rushing up over to you, seeing the blood across Summer and Salt. Are you okay? Oh my gosh. Derek, come here, Derek. As another man with a big, long mustache that seems to go across his entire face. What? As he sits down and says, oh my God. He tries to pick Salt up. Do you let him?
An old man.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay, what are you doing?
He needs help. He needs medicine. He picks your
you
face
help
up and
him?
kind of like touches your face. You look just as bad as him. Are you okay? Summer begins to cry in this old man's hand as he takes you and hugs you. It's okay. Come, as he pats your head on the back, you release into his arms, seeing this horrible sight in front of you as you cry into this old man's arms. As you, it's okay, child.
Can you help him?
I can take him to where the medicine men are in the red wagon. Before Team, you suddenly hear and feel that connection one more time as you hear a deep cry coming out. Where are they? Where are my friends? As you recognize Robert's voice as he
lead
comes
I'm
running
gonna have
over.
him head my way.
Atta flies over and leads Robert right to you. Robert has spear and shield in hand as he runs over to you all and says, oh, are you okay? As he sees the old man holding Summer. Robert takes the old man and throws him off of Summer and points his spear down at the old man with the giant mustache in the ground. He says, it's not me. As Robert says, what happened here? As you all seem to let him as Robert puts his foot on the old man's chest.
No.
As the woman grabs Robert by the side as she says, no, they were like this when we got here. We were just trying to help. As he said, I did not mean this. As Robert takes his foot off. I'm sorry. Salt. Oh God. As he reaches down, puts his hand. Summer, are you okay?
Salt needs help.
Robert picks Salt up and cries out and says, he begins almost in like a whisper. He says, peoples of Asterion, heal. Salt, it is not his time. If you think it is not his time, I ask the gods of whispers and try to bring him back. As Robert, in this purplish glow, not unlike your own, Zinnia, begins to go over Salt. As Salt's face in this purple glow glows on the left side of his face, and on the right, almost as if he's wearing a three-man mask. As Robert gently lays Salt down on the ground, you hear the trees around you begin to whisper and rustle, almost like someone's talking about you in the distance. You hear voices, heal him, heal him, heal, heal Salt. He's the best party member. You hear that in the background, all of the lay on hands. You do hear vicious voices, skulls for the skull throne, trying to prevent Salt's healing. Before you hear, Salt, your vision aghast in purple before you regain yourself as Robert picks you up and throws you over his shoulder. You find yourself embraced in the hard, scaly arms of your paladin friend. He says, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, friend. You're all right, you're all
The
right.
7 lights have 7 colors.
What? Colors? Summer, you...
I scramble up his legs.
Both
And
of you
just
sitting in
jump
Robert's lap as he kind of hugs both of you. I'm sorry. I thought I lost both of you. As the three of you engage in a crying group hug. Salt, are you crying? I don't know if that's of your character.
I whisper, and I think everyone who wants to hear it would probably have to make a roll. And I'm looking at I'm feeling the hug, and all I whisper is pepper,
You say what?
pepper, but really soft.
Pepper. Okay. Couldn't hear it, sorry. As he says pepper.
Well, you didn't roll, Ryan. If you rolled, you could.
Fair, I should have rolled perception in real life. Team and Zinnia, you see the three of them crying beneath your feet. The woman helping the old man with the large mustache up as he looks over and says, oh, I'm sorry, what happened to you? Was it a frost giant that killed you? What hurt you?
No?
Bones.
I heard
was
giants
unwilling.
were attacking the town. Unwilling
You people
giants.
didn't-
Oh my god,
You
now
people did not listen to me. It was an unwilling Goliath. He
Summer
kidnapped
begins
these
to
two
cry in the
children.
same way. She says, no, I heard there was Goliaths at the gates.
we can't
Oh, is
listen
this
to
Robert
giants
saying this?
now.
No, this is the old man with the giant mustache.
Okay, perfect. Because if it was Robert, I would have changed my tone. But no, this old man.
Oh.
It was an unwilling, a bone like me, but Goliath. Oh, yes.
Suddenly, like, realization that you are an unwilling kind of dawns on his eyes. He's like,
Oh, for God's sakes.
wait, are you attacking the town? You said undead or unwilling or attacking the town. Oh.
I leave. I turn around and I leave.
Team, you've had enough of this essential racism coming from the town, or just general lack of knowledge of your kind. What you tried to do to help this town. Team, you head off. Where are you heading? As Atta follows suit behind you.
Just far enough away from this crowd to where I don't know.
You walk off just a bit. Zinnia, you're currently there watching this happen. What are you doing?
I asked the old man, did you say the medicine man was at the Red Wagon Inn?
Yes, they have a doctor. They keep on staff there. He's quite good, quite good. I've seen him for many ailments, but you have magics as well. Perhaps you're fine, but he's good.
Thank you. And then I'll turn back to the Red twins.
A few other people have suddenly kind of gathered in a circle around you at this time, just kind of watching and observing. You hear whispers between them, talk, trying to figure out what's going on, what happened. Zinnia, you're not generally used to being this kind of center of attention. There's maybe about 20 people around you right now. Summer, Salt, Robert, you're just engrossed in this hug. You are lost. You don't even know that there's other people around you. Your heads are all kind of locked together. You can see nothing but the tears strolling down each of your jackets as Robert holds you tight. As he's, I can't lose more family. You're so close to me now. As he, it kind of hurts after you've been choked by Spade so much as he's tightening. You're like, big guy, hold on. So he's, I'm sorry. I'm just so, I'm so happy. He's still a little drunk. And so his emotions are in full force right now as he cries and hugs over you all. Team, coming towards you, running quickly, you see a similar man with a more Brad Pitt-esque look with his mustache from Inglourious Bastards. And his
Oh,
hat
is this
and bow.
Savage?
Savage is running over with his bow in hand, and his dwarf and other human behind him, both with sword and shield, running along behind, the ones that you saw investigating the scene from before. As Savage comes running up, he says, What happened? What happened? What happened?" As he pulls an arrow out and knocks it on the bow. "Did you see anything?"
Yeah, he's already gone. It was unwilling Goliath.
You,
He tried to kidnap Sultan Summer.
is everyone okay? Thought I heard giants were attacking the town. That doesn't sound right.
And it's because your town is full of idiots. I'm sorry.
The-
No, it was the Goliath. It was the Goliath unwilling. He tried to kidnap them. He vanished into a mist. He moved like lightning. It's I don't know.
Where did he go? Where you saw nothing?
He just disappeared into a shadow. I do not know.
What about this
But
time?
what I do notice, he has great dexterity. He was able to catch my arrow out of the air.
Oh, shit. See, he unknocks his arrow from the bow and puts it back in the quiver then and puts his bow around. He's like, "That's good choice of weaponry." At about that time, you see Dane, the small dwarf with the large red mohawk, come running over too, axe and shield in hand, prepared to fight. So he before Dane even says anything, you can see Dane's eyes and muscles beginning to like bulge as he's running over, ready for a fight. As Savage says, don't. He's gone. You're too late. As Danes comes over. "What the fuck is happening in this town lately? It's been ages since such chaos. Did you see anything?" As he says, "It's unwilling. Came through this town. And, gee, he's gone. Don't worry about it. We'll need to keep better watch out on these things." "Damn it, Dane."
Team's gonna look at Dane. And he's gonna say, "Don't worry about it, Dane. You've already told us it's not your problem anymore."
With a bit of sass there, he comes and I'm just trying to protect my town, and it seems you're at the forefront of everything that's attacking here. You got something to say to me, Bone Man? As he sticks his chest out in front of you. "I'm just trying to keep everyone here alive."
That's fine. Once we're all healed up, we will leave. You won't have to worry about it. Don't worry.
"It's not the Adventurers Guild way. We need you here. If you're an adventurer, you're always welcome." "That's not what I'm saying. Gods have some more thoughts in you." Is he like, not in a mean and like gonna hurt you way, but just like backhands up against your head in like a disciplining uncle kind of way, as he smacks you on the head. "Has some more thought in you. You unwillings are been alive a lot longer than the rest of us. Thought you might put some brains up there at some point. What happened here? What caused this?" I'm not talking about where he went. If he's gone, he's gone. What really happened here?
I think you know exactly what happened. You know why we are here. You know what has happened up in here. Why would you think that a unwilling would come and try and kidnap one of us? He nearly killed me. He nearly killed both of them.
No, I don't know. What did you go bragging about dragon
How many
eggs?
people are around us? Is it just Savage?
Savage, Duke, who you know to be the other human that's with him, another dwarf, and Dane. Salt, Summer, Zinnia, they're all back over there by the crowd that's
I'm
currently
gonna tell
gathered around.
Savage and the two dwarfs and the human, not Dane. I'm gonna keep Dane there, but tell them to go check on the rest of them.
Yeah, all right.
And to, check the perimeter. Make sure he's not just lurking around the building. I don't know. Go do something.
Duke, y'all two go that way. Go check on the walls. Check the port. He might have gone out that way. As Duke kind of says, "Yeah, Dad," as he runs off towards the port, which you all left previously. You know the direction in which he's heading. As Savage walks over, bow in hand. As he sees this crowd going over there, he says, all right, break it up. As he kind of goes into the crowd to see, like, what? Hold on, what's going on? Before Summer, Salt, Zania, you suddenly see Savage from before push his way through the crowd and the rest of the people as he looks down, and he gets down on kind of not one knee, but just kind of squats over in front of the two of you as you're two crying with Robert there. He just kind of looks, before he looks back up at you, Zinni, and says, what happened? Are they all right? Asking you, Zinnia.
A lot happened.
I already heard about the Bone Man, but Jesus, I know it looks broken 5 places.
Yeah, I think.
By the
I
way,
don't know.
he doesn't know how to say Jesus because that doesn't make sense. So he says cheeses. We'll retcon that. It's just a saying that people say. Cheeses.
I thought only we could retcon that.
Retcon. Do you want another point? I'll leave it. No,
Don't do
that's
it,
not good
Alex. Stop it.
enough. Salt, you suddenly fall unconscious. What the hell?
These have real game consequences, Alex. Your GFY and stuff.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Zinnia, continue.
No worries.
Sorry, Lydia.
No, you're fine. A lot happened last night, and I mean tonight, and I think we just need some rest and some healing and gather our thoughts. And I don't know. I don't feel safe knowing he's around, and I don't know where he is. The one that did all this. So.
Yeah, I can bet that as he stands up and gets at your height, looking over at the three of them. Well, I know you've got a space at the inn. You see the badge now, but if you really don't feel safe, you can come stay at my house if you need. We've got cells. It's where we keep any prisoners, though we don't have many here. It's where we keep them. You could sleep in a cell. It's at least secure, though not necessarily comfortable. We've got cots there. You understand, I'm not throwing you in jail. I'd even give you the key behind.
Yeah. I really appreciate that, and I'll ask everyone else once we're all gathered back together again and get our wits about us.
Understood. All right, hey, give him some time here. He starts doing crowd control, essentially saying, like, look, they've been through a lot. They don't need to see this as someone. You hear many people, but the giants attacking the gates. What are we doing about this, Savage? They're not big enough to stop a Goliath foot or even a giant foot. What are we going to do? As he says, Michael, stop it. Just stop. Is he, like, basically starts berating this guy. He's like, there's no giant. Somebody out here has been spreading lies. Come on, guys. And he walks the group off, and you can hear in the distance every now and again, but giants. And he's like, I said there's no giants, as he's berating them there. Leaving you, Zinnia, Summer, Robert, Salt, all there in the ground. Team, I'm going to go back to you just for a moment.
No, you're fine. This is when Team goes evil and just starts stabbing people.
Oh, okay, yeah, for sure. Dane's there on the ground, like, damn it,
Oh, no,
they
not
were
Dane.
totally
Just
right
the
about the
townspeople.
unwilling.
Just the townspeople with the giants.
You hear-
just them. That's it. They're the ones that are gonna die.
You hear one townsperson off in the distance, like, maybe we should bar the gates, put some pittons on the gates, that way they can't be opened.
Arrow not.
Oh my gosh. Right.
You
okay.
guys thought Team was gonna die? No, he just gets thrown in jail.
Right. Team, you're back currently with Dane, as you see them over
It's
there.
just Dane, right?
Correct.
I think you know what they came for. They came for it. He was sent by Keenek.
Wait. What? You was sent for the spear? Maybe you should have told people that you already got rid of it. God.
Well, that's the fun thing of not trying to terrify a whole town is we can't just say that Ithka has a spear that could bring doom to the whole world. I'm not like I'm saying it a little more quiet, but
Right.
trying to make sure my microphone can pick me up.
For sure. Yeah, you realize I've already gotten the works to tell the rest of the adventurers guilds across Asterion that this has happened. I haven't pointed fingers or names. I've kept your names out of it, but they need to know a dragon has such a powerful artifact.
I am not against that. People should know. People should know this. This is important, so people can prepare. It doesn't need to be added that our names are attached to it, but people need to know.
You're... What
As
I worry
you said,
about...
adventures. It's one of the downsides to being an adventurer. These things happen, but you know just as well as I do, we did not intentionally do this. So we warning people that this is a thing. It needs to be done, but like I said, it does not need to be done without names.
I can agree to that. However, you might not be seeing a bit of a point here, as they knew you were here somehow. And if they knew you were here, they still think you have the spear. They're not going to just stop coming. Kinak is not a quitter. If he knows you're here, I better bar that southern gate, you understand me? Kinak will climb that gate, and he'd have my head if he thought I knew where the spear was and wasn't giving it to you. I'd like to give Kinak a few rounds, but in a controlled environment where neither of us would take each other's heads off. That will not happen here. They're going to come rushing through that door, so maybe we should talk with someone a bit smarter than you, as he flicks you on the head, or as he flicks myself. Maybe come up with a plan here, as it seems that you didn't have many good ideas, and maybe I should have said something before, because I didn't have many good ideas. You see that there might be a problem here, Bone Man?
Trust me, I have seen that there has been a problem since before we even got to this town.
So what are you going to do about it? As we're going to go over to Zinnia, Summer, and Salt, as you are there with Robert, as Robert then finally pulls Summer and Salt back enough to say, What happened? Tell me what happened.
It was a really big, horrible bony man, and he came and he tried to take off Tim's head and smash it against the wall, and then he killed Salt.
Wait, you actually fully died?
7 lights worth of die.
You died and came back. You've seen the other side.
3 times.
Robert fully believes not that you were dying, that you have died 3 times now. As, why would you lie to Robert? You've never lied to Robert before. As
Salt probably thinks he's dead, right? He was dead.
I don't know.
definitely, yeah. I'm not. I'm not thinking that you were necessarily lying, but he also believes it now. As Robert says, he grasps you by the shoulders and says, "Have you seen the god of many faces, the god of whispers and chatter? Did they greet you? Did the many faces of whispers greet you?"
What do they look like? Are they like balls with colors?
They look like you. They look like me. They look like everyone. That we are all of this god. Colors. Wait. He's suddenly like, wait. Colors. Lights.
How interested? Like, can I feel like this is like, he's like so into this, it's not funny, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, then I'm gonna like take it on board. Like, this is really important to Robin. I'm gonna go, I can check next time.
A playful little kind of like slap that he's just a like, it generally causes the mood to kind of stop from the general sobbers. Summer, not necessarily for you, but the general like, let's hope it is not next time. There needs to be no more next time, Salt.
It's been like 3 days. You can't die every day.
This all happened in 3 days? What is wrong with you all? He actually starts laughing. He says, what have I gotten myself into here with you?
I'll take a day off.
Please. I can't leave you alone like that again.
Oh shit. The eggs and penguin. That's a pretty safe inn, right? That we're staying at?
I closed
Penguin.
the door. A penguin's still in there with him.
Okay.
He looks up at you, Zinnia. I've been so rushed. I've just saw that they were hurt. Are you? He stands up then with you and reaches out for you, Para. How are you doing?
I'm kind of hurt. A lot, but I'll be fine. I just really want to take care of these two right here.
He grasps a hand on your shoulder. Says, "It is our jobs as the believers of the group to protect this group." He smiles down to Salt. Sometimes even from themselves.
I don't know about leaders.
No,
I think
believers, he says.
Oh, both believers. Savage, and I'm just gonna say this openly to everyone around. Savage did offer us to sleep in cells if we were feeling unsafe. He would give us the keys. I don't know if that's something that you would consider, but considering we have
no crimes.
No, it's to protect us from Bone Man coming back. Bad Bone Man.
Does he know where we are? He knew where to find us, right?
Yeah.
No, we don't need to go in cells like criminals. I will stay awake all night to protect you all.
Robert, you don't have to do that.
But I will. You see his eyes kind of like blink as he, again, still a little drunk. But I will. I would do that for my friends. I would never let anything happen to you again.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go, and us, you, and then I'm gonna use my little tiny hand and just pat him on the hip.
On the hip. Pip, pip, pip.
Little tiny hand.
He kind of helps Summer and Salt you up to your feet. His big hand grasping entirely over your tiny paws. You reach out as if like to hold, but it basically holds your whole arm as he kind of picks you up and says, Did you get yours? Did you hurt him?
No.
We hit the knee.
Good.
He really fucked me up, Robert, like fast.
Maybe I could teach you. I could teach you to hit them in the vital points. Damn, it was a bone man. Yeah. What am I saying? You did all you could. I'm just worried. Forgive me. You're as seasoned as I.
I tried to trick him, but he was really hard to trick.
My tail goes swish, swish
Is it?
in the back.
Team, you and Dane. Dane had just finished saying, "Hey, and what are you going to do about it?"
For the first
Team
thing.
doesn't know either.
Sorry, I had myself muted.
Oh.
For the first thing, what we need to do is have people armed with weapons that are made to smash. I know for me personally, that's one of my biggest weaknesses, and I could assume the same for him as well. If we could arm ourselves all with weapons like that, it would better protect than something that would slash or punch into things.
Aye, well, you need Merrigan steel then. Not. Sorry for saying it, but that piss poor excuse of a weapon you've got. You need dwarvish steel. Dane Merrigan steel. We have a forge nearby at the Red Wagon Inn.
Would you be able to help me create something as well?
Aye. I can outfit your party with Merrigan steel at the Forge of Glory, where real steel is made. You'll be more protected than anyone ever has been by the time we outfit you.
You know, for someone that said they could not help us, seems like you are very willing to help now.
Aye, well, you are adventurers, and you're asking to be outfitted in Merrigan steel. We can make a deal out of that.
Tim's gonna offer, do the shaky
As
shake.
y'all clasp hands, that seems like a decent place to stop for a break here. Maybe about a 5-minute break. It is currently 8:54 for me. It's about to be 8:55. We'll come back at 9 o'clock, a very quick break. If you haven't done so yet, make sure that you do your exclamation LUD as we are doing the last of the Paradigm Lost giveaway of the resin goodies with the life counters and whatnot. So if you haven't done that yet, make sure you get in for those. And when we come back from our little break, we will do that and continue forward. Does that work for everybody?
Works great.
Sure does.
Absolutely beautiful. So make sure you do those. Have a quick break, and we'll see you all very soon. Welcome back from our fanciful little break there. Hope everybody had a good bathroom break and is ready for some more red wagoning of the inn. I think it's time to give away some more resin goodies and some life counters, which, you know, nobody in this group needs anymore since their life counter always reads 0. So we can just go ahead and get rid of them and give them to you. So with that, if you haven't done it yet, do your exclamation point LUD so that you can be entered for the giveaway for the Paradigm Lost giveaway raffles. We will end it here in just a few moments. So if you haven't done it yet, win you one of these.
Good luck, everybody.
There are a lot more people in chat than there are entries, so make sure you get your entries.
Get them in! Exclamation mark LUD.
Let's go. Let's make it happen. Also,
Putting my entry in now.
the faces of everyone when I said he disappears into a puff of shadow, and the reaction of chat has been worth every episode thus far. Absolutely beautiful. Loved all of
You
y'all's
saying we need a clip
reactions.
of that?
Clip it. Right. See a last few bit of people coming in. Oh, Rybo Mom's joined now too. So good. I'll send my mom a life counter. Beautiful. I think that's probably good if you're ready to start it up, Summer.
Okay, let's do it. I'm closing the entries now.
Now.
And our winner is PMN95.
Hey,
PMN95.
95. Congratulations. You win yourself
you.
part of these bit of resin life counters, keychains, and everything from Paradise. Or Paradigm, not Paradise. Paradigm Lost. Fantastic.
Hey, Ryan.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yay.
Before you announce the next giveaway, do you want to cheer people up and show them what I made?
Oh, shoot. Yes, I do. And also, I can't change things in the Discord because somebody said read how much we have given away in donations. It's in the Discord. I can't because we currently have all the faces.
I will go look for us.
Exactly. So you go look for that while I bring up the next bit of fan creation.
Medusa said it was near 200.
$160.
Gosh dang. Look at that. Oh, also, let me rotate this as I bring this forward. It comes in halfway or like sideways and is not supposed to be that way. So just don't. I'm professional every night, I swear. Right. So this is what Drew made, which is a bust of Xenia in her beautiful. Oh my God, I cannot click anything tonight.
It's so good. It's so realistic. It looks so good. Look at the detail.
Look at that.
It's crazy.
Look at what Drew made. Look at that. It's just so dang good, man. Absolutely. Yes.
I was sitting there thinking I'm about to make Summer and Salt. Summer this week and Salt next week. I'm like, do I need to now?
Just wait till the end of the episode, and then you can determine whether you want to do
We've
that.
still got 2 hours, Drew.
Yeah. Back to it. Suddenly you all hear a puff of shadows. No, just kidding. Right. Okay. So now the next giveaway coming up for this last half of the show is going to be the Jungle Artifacts from the Metal Endless Dice set of giveaway from Kakapopo TCG. It is a Kickstarter. These dice don't even exist for purchase yet, and I painted them. So if you want to be one of the few people in the world who has one of these types of dice, let alone this specific one, which nobody else has, I want to make sure you enter that giveaway and stick around as we continue the show. Is there anything
What are
else?
they called again?
They are
What
endless
have you called them? Jungle
artifacts.
What have you called them? Jungle
artifacts. Yeah.
Love it.
That was my painting scheme, and I thought that was a cool name for a cool guy's set of dice. And now I'm giving them up, so they're not a cool guy's set of dice. They are a super cool persons who will receive the dice. Because I don't know who's getting it. But, right.
It's a dice full of hate.
It's a dice full of hate. I have used them. They roll pretty cool. I am not using them tonight. I'm using the dice that lets me roll high so it can hit everyone harder. Right. Is there anything else that we need to do, or are we good to go back at it?
Just one last thing. Reminder, Red Cross. As you've already seen in chat, we've already raised $160 so far.
That is so awesome, man. Just huge thank you to everybody. $160 to the Red Cross. This is going to make a big difference, and it's just wonderful to see the community of. We're this small group of everybody, and just such a dedicated fan base that it exists so far. I just love every one of you. So just heart. Have mad hearts. Right. Back to it. We just stopped with Dane saying, or Ribobomb and Ribodad will donate a minimum of 50 for each of their numbers, even if you don't roll it. Oh, we're gonna at least get extra money. God dang, Ribobomb and Ribodad, MVPs tonight. Y'all rock. Thank y'all. You good role models.
Rybodad, where's all the nat 20s?
Yeah,
We
come on,
used them
guys.
up last week.
Pick up the game, or step it up here. Ribo parents are the best. They are indeed. Right. Wait, somebody, I'll get in on that Ribo family, and I'm only 10.
That's Danny.
Danny, dude, Danny's doing it too. Gosh dang, look at all this niceness in the world. Bring a tear to a eye. All right, right, back at it. Dane just said that he would happily outfit you in Murrigan steel. So, you and he are currently talking team as Zinnia, Robert, Summer, Salt are standing there. What are we doing?
I guess we head over to Team.
Okay, yep, sounds good.
I'm gonna get back to my boy and the babies.
True.
Okay,
They
go.
are in that direction. So Summer, Salt, Zinnia, Robert, you all begin walking towards the western side of town, where you see Team and Dane in midst conversation. Dane now kind of beaming, like he was always like a happy dude, but now just as you see, he seems to be talking about something as he hits Team in the chest in a nicer way. Team, he seems to keep hitting you. You're not sure what's happening here, but they're never like painful things. But he's
I am unfazed.
fair enough. He says, "You never seen steel," as he's poking on your sternum. That you never seen steel like Murrigan steel. That steel could crush. I hate to say it, but could crush you in a single blow. Just from the weight of it, it takes a real man to be able to lift Murrigan steel. That's heavy stuff.
Hopefully that is what we are looking for if we are to face foes like this.
I think it could be exactly what you're looking for. I do have to say I don't have a preference. That as y'all are walking over, you can start to hear what he's saying as he points over to Salt. He says, "You have a preference that one there doesn't represent Murrigans by having Murrigan steel. However, I can be won over by it. How are you all?" As all of you seem to kind of join this conversation.
Bad.
I'm gonna crouch down to Salt's level and put my hand on his shoulder and say, thank you. You all saved my life tonight and put up yours for me, but especially you, Salt. Thank you.
I look at Team's head, which is in the right place, and I go, and I hit, and I attacked, and I just couldn't find a way to kill him. Maybe if you could tell me I can kill you, I can then kill him next time, and then I can actually be, swash, swash. And I did.
He's gonna put his hand on his head and ruffle his hair and say, I will gladly tell you how to kill me.
Robert says, "Good, this is good information. We should all know this."
Dane here has offered to outfit us
Chief
with
just like,
Murrigan,
Sorry.
with Murrigan steel.
Yeah, if you're really looking to cause some damage, there's nothing better than Murrigan steel forged at the Forge of Glory. Matter of fact, I made the forge myself nearly 102, 3 years ago now. Yeah, it's stood the test of time ever since. I even had to move it. It took a lot of time, but nothing gets hotter and nothing smashes harder than Murrigan steel. That's what I always say, or at least I'm saying it right now. It's good stuff.
Team's same eye level, gonna spin around towards Dane and say, we need somewhere safe to sleep tonight. Are we welcome at the Red Wagon Inn?
You see this as he reaches out over for your pin. Says, "This grants you access to any Red Wagon Inn across Asterion. Even if I didn't want
he
you there."
stops him and he says, are we welcome at the Red Wagon Inn?
kind of little wave.
You could see him like actively roll his eyes at Salt, but then he says, "You went against the Bone Man, and you came out living. That's a story to tell, and to tell it quickly and in one sitting, little man. You're welcome at the Red Wagon Inn. You're welcome at all Red Wagon Inns. I don't hold grudges."
Are you gonna kill us? Everyone seems to want to kill us.
He's a dwarf, but he's a big dwarf, so he's still taller than you, Summers. He does have to get a little lower. He says, "No, rat folk. I mean, no harm to you. I had great friends in rat folk before."
Inside.
What'd you say?
We trust no one.
Yeah, absolutely. Incite that.
That's a 16 plus numbers plus, so that's an 18.
You're a little weary. He could be lying right to your face, but he seems like he's telling the truth.
All right. You don't seem like you're gonna kill us tonight.
Yeah, I've already had
No,
my kill.
I'm not gonna kill.
It's fine.
No, I'm not gonna kill either of you. Robert says, "You know you're not."
Is Savage
No, I'm not.
still around?
No, Savage has wandered off with a group of people that he was trying to like.
You know, I gotta
essentially
like
give y'all some space.
do this thing for for oh, I'm totally going blank. I gotta do this thing for our amazing chat club paladin here, and he wants me to check to see if I can.
Well,
find
hold
the
on.
gods.
You forgot his name. You
I
forgot
did. I totally blanked on Robert.
GFY,
I know
my
Robert.
dude.
It didn't come to me for 2 seconds. Yep.
Wow.
GFY me.
Yeah, I gotta give you one. Bing. I'm trying to get it to pop up. Bing. There we go. Yeah, you definitely have to have one there. So that's an additional one. You're back to 3. Cool. You should go on a death saving throw thing so I can use them again.
Oh my gosh.
Don't.
I'm stressed already.
That one wasn't intentional, right?
As you point back and you say,
I'm gonna put my
"Robert, our
my
paladin
rat
here."
cape on and just hide.
Even worse.
That's what it is.
Even worse that it was not intentional.
I know you said Savage is walking away with the group. Is he close enough to where I can get his attention real quick?
He has left some time ago in the midst of this conversation.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. You don't currently even see him from your spot. All you can see is there's a few people, back in the nightgowns, basically returning to their homes for the night. Several dwarves, etc., going into their rooms and shutting off their lights, blowing out their candles as you're here, and only lit up by the stars and the moon above. Though all of you pretty much have dark vision, so it doesn't matter.
In that case, I'll tell Dane. Dane, if you see Savage or any of the other guards, please tell them to be prepared with weapons that smash if they are to fight him.
Savage and I, we fought before in the War of the Gods, and we're familiar, and I hate to say it, I truly do. I hate to say it. We fought a lot of your kind. We're familiar with what to do.
Good. It's good.
Let's retire, shall we?
We need to make 2 stops on the way. Yes. Looking to the rest of the party.
2 stops.
2.
We need to stop by Slips Inn or Slips Forge, and then we also need to stop by Black Birch. We need to get her penguin.
Oh,
I have to go. I have to get penguin before we do anything else.
right. How about I just go see to your rooms? I'll leave you to it, and I'll be waiting for you at the inn.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you.
Right. You all need some supper. You look like you're famished.
You can be kind. We look like shit.
Oh, you do. Maybe if you had had a proper meal to eat, you wouldn't look like that. As he heads on off to the Red Wagon
Go
Inn.
straight through it.
So y'all are walking back towards the Black Birch, limping a bit as you go, as Robert kind of holds both the rat folks. What would have been like trying to hold you by your shoulder, he basically puts his arms down like when a kid holds your arm, like to be guided, so that neither of you have to limp too hard, as he's walking with his shield and spear back up on his back as he's
I'll wrap my tail around his arm. as well.
there you go. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll say both the rat folk do that. That's just much more appropriate for you two. But from an outsider's perspective, it looks like you two are leading him with your tails, which you kind of are a little bit. He didn't exactly know where to go. He's drunk. It's only been here one time. As y'all are walking, heading back towards the Black Birch, it is a hard walk. You are going to sleep like the dead, but not be the dead. So you take that as some solace as you walk. You get further past the market stalls, past the rest of town, past the stone arches that lead up to the temple above, and over towards Slip's knots. The forge is powered down for the night. Slip seems to be done with his work for the time being. You're at the Black Birch. Team, Slip doesn't appear to be here. However, you do know that he sleeps in the little spot here next to the forge. If
it's already closed down, I'm not going to worry about it.
Sounds good. All of you just walk right into the Black Birch then. As you walk in, you see the same cacophony of general people that you saw before. Less adventurers, as most of them are down at the Red Wagon Inn. However, you do see some from before. Some that were here that were privy, I guess, to the Unwilling's knowledge, or Unwilling's appearance here. So they either knew that he was unwilling or his hood was up. They weren't exactly sure, but they don't really pay you much mind as you come back in. It seems that they hadn't really heard about what was going on as you all limp back over. The barmaiden looks at you and says, "Oh, Jesus, what? Jesus, what happened to you all?"
It's a long story for another day.
Right.
Someone punched me in the face.
It looks
A
like
bunch.
several times.
Yeah.
Do you want me to bring you a bucket of warm water and some cloths?
And some porridge too, please.
Yes. Yes. So, she sets back to the back. It says, "I'll bring it up to your room in just a moment. Go ahead and head up there. I'll come." As she disappears back behind the kitchen there, leaving you all to run up the stairs. Summer, now, goal in sight, begins kind of like sprinting up like a child, knowing that the Christmas presents are upstairs, I guess, instead of downstairs, with the tree up there. As Summer runs off and above as the rest of the group follows behind. Summer, you get to the door. You try and turn the handle, and as you push, it's blocked. What are you doing?
Penguin. It's Summer. Let me in.
You suddenly see a beaked head lean through the small opening that you've made as Penguin Cool says, "Oh, fine." Seeing that it's you, he was a little relieved, but then also...
Good.
But
I was
then he,
about to rage quit.
Yeah, no, it's Penguin. See.
You were about to lose your whole party.
I go back to the save file we did last week.
Quick save. As he, whoa. See, you see him move. He kind of moves pillows that were just kind of holding the door there, and you hear, as he must have moved. He opens the doors. There's a small chair that was kind of pushed up and under the handle there. As Penguin says, "What happened to your face?"
I got a bit punched.
He drops his cinnamon stick of a cigar as he puts his flippers up to your face and says, "Whoa, Summer, what happened to you?" As you all come walking up and running up the stairs, he says, "What did you do to Summer?" As he, what happened to the rats?"
Bones! Light! So much! And then I faint.
Salt just passes out from exhaustion in the hallway there. What? You said you were going to help him, as he says. Robert says, "I got there as quick as I could, but the damage was done already." As he said, as he he puts his flipper up, as everything is a middle finger to him when he only has a flipper. As he says, as he just holds his flipper up, as Robert says, "What are you doing?" Not really sure what's going on there. He says, "You know what this means." Summers, he puts his flippers on your face, seeing concern in his eyes. Says, "Really, doll, are you all right?"
I'm okay.
Then he smacks you once with his flipper. He says, "Then why did you go get in trouble like that? You had me worried sick." As he picks up his cinnamon stick, so he says, "I was sitting here afraid I was going to die, afraid you was going to die. The whole jig was going to be up because of you all. You need to be more careful out there." What do we talk about? Quiet, stealthy. You got some loud friends here now that is making everything all upside down, topsy-turvy. I know yous came from the down under, but I'm not from the down under, you understand? Oh. Sorry.
I know there's been a lot of dying lately, which quite frankly isn't ideal. And I think we should probably talk about how to avoid that in the future.
Yeah, I'd say. She puts his cinnamon stick out on the ground, which nothing happens, but you do expend the effort to make the smoke come out, even in your bruised and battered state. So he says, well, grab him off the ground and come in, as he opens the door for Team, Sania, everybody else to make their way in the room. You see him like waddle over and look to see if you all were followed before he closes the door behind you all.
Are the eggs okay, Penguin?
Yeah, they're fine. You look over. The 3 eggs are in the same spots that they were before. Blankets all tied up around them. You see the blankets on the bed are completely disheveled, as if somebody left there in a quick hurry, Robert, as he ran as fast as he could to grab his gear and to help you all. Atta comes over, Team, and gathers near your leg and just kind of growls up at you all. And just before Team to you, he says,
Oh, I thought I'd lost you. You're my best friend. I can't lose you like that. Oh, don't leave me. I would miss you a great amount.
I hate you. not out of you.
Why me? What'd I do?
Team's gonna go sit down in the corner with Ada,
Atta
and he's gonna
quickly runs
say,
over with him.
I thought I wasn't going to get to see you again.
I was worried. I flew as quick as I could, but I don't have any feathers anymore. These are just bones. You can understand how worried I must have been.
And then telepathically, I'm going to tell him, you know, it's fun, friend. All these years that I didn't want to be here. This was one of the first times I actually didn't want to leave.
I was so...
God damn it. Why did I choose this voice for such a serious moment? All right. Let's steal it. Let's steal it here.
We've done it once, but I really don't want to... I don't want to have to do it again. You know, if you go, I go, but that's not what I'm worried about. I'm just worried about you and our new friends.
I know.
You're my best friend, Team.
I know.
He
He's
curls
gonna
up
pull off one of
in
his
your lap.
ribs and shake it for him and kind of toss it.
You toss it, but he watches it go before, kind of just slowly, he goes over there and picks up the rib, not to play with it, but to fetch it back for you as he holds it up, wanting you to return it to your rib. As he's got it in his mouth, so he.
I'm not in the mood. I just want...
I held as long as I could. All right. Hey, somebody said I get an inspo. I'm down for it. I'm taking 1 inspo. I held on for long enough. I get it. Bobo was bow-balling. GFY to you.
Ever a moment that made me laugh and tear at the same time in that way. That was great.
Yeah, as he...
I'm not in the mood. I just want to lay by you for a while. I thought I wouldn't get to do that again.
As he leans up for you to grab the rib.
Yeah, take the rib and just hold him.
He curls up in your hands. Jackal, so he is much like a cat in that he can curl up, but like a dog, and that as he does so, his breathing begins to get heavy and slow. He doesn't need to breathe, but it's more of a, you did it all your life. It's a comfort thing, and it seems to slow down, and like laying in the lap of a good friend or cherished family member, he finally feels kind of comfort, and he curls up next to you. Zinnia, Summer, Salt, what are you doing? Team, yes, you also get inspo.
I already have one.
Well, then you don't get one. How dare you?
I'm still suspicious, so I'm gonna check around the room, make sure he might not be hiding under the bed or in corners while everyone else is getting situated.
Roll me a perception, Zinnia.
Okay. Oh, another 15. Lots of 15s for me. And
15?
plus 5, so dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You go to the window with the curtains. Look out the curtains. Just trying to see if anyone is currently watching you before you slide the curtains back. You look behind the dressers. You look over at the door before you realize Penguin closed it as you lock the door, just to be certain. You don't see anything else. You don't see that you're being watched. You think that you are currently alone.
Okay. I'm just gonna always, like, be on guard in the room, even though we're in our room. I'm still gonna not relax till we're in the Red Wagon Inn.
You sit back on the ground and you hold your spear out. As Robert does the same thing, he slides down on the wall across from you, both of you, spear out directly on the left and the right of the door there. In case anyone should make their way in, you both are at the guard and ready to stab as needed. As Robert looks over to you, Zinnia, and says, "I'm glad you were there. I should have just come. I don't normally drink this much, and sorry, I let it get ahead of me."
I mean, we could have never known that that was gonna happen, so don't even blame yourself.
I do, though, I do. I should have listened to the wind. I shouldn't have been sleeping. I should have opened the window, heard what the whispers on the wind had to say. I would have known if I had not lost my head. I think it'll be some time before I drink like that again.
Honestly, likewise. I
You both
had a
kinda
lot to.
Chuckle, yeah.
I had to go to the beach and let some out. If I didn't do that, I don't think I would have been capable tonight. So, I know now not to push myself to that limit, and I guess to not be so trusting.
You did, you outdrank me. I didn't know the Leonin had it in him to drink that much. I thought that was a dwarvish tradition, and Goliath and Dragonborn, but dams, you really know how to drink. And
As he takes his spear out as if to touch, kind of clack wood with you, as he says,
much respect to the Leonin, or at least to the lioness before me.
I mean, there's only so much that you can do when you live in the mountains, you know?
Same with the desert.
Yeah.
Have to be creative sometimes.
Yep. That indeed.
I'd very much like to see the mountains that you came from. I've only seen this little part outside of the Scorch, and it hasn't been particularly welcoming. But one day I'd like to go to your mountains.
I mean, I might be biased, but I think they're gorgeous, obviously. And maybe one day our journeys will take us there.
Good. Good.
She kind of holds his spear, and I'd like that. You see his eyes kind of go lower, but as they kind of close, the drunkenness is trying to make him go to sleep, but you see his eyes rage open before he kind of... He's not going to let himself fall asleep, though every ounce of his body is telling him to do so. See, during that time, Summer, Salt, what are you two doing?
Also, the green spear is still here, right? Like, I'm going to keep an eye on that, too.
The axe? Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, axe, sorry.
You gave away the spear.
No. Yeah.
Salt, Summer, Penguin, what are you all doing?
I think Summer's kind of trying to stay by the babies and also her brother, and all
I'm
kind of
passed out in the hallway at the moment.
Oh, right, you passed out.
No,
Well,
they
bring him.
they dragged you in. They dragged you in.
Oh.
That Penguin
gonna-
said, "Bring him in, bring him in, bring him in."
I'm gonna tuck Salt up into the nest and have all of the eggs and the penguin and the brother all kind of positioned where I can see them safely. I'm gonna say, Penguin, you know, you're kind of like a big brother now.
As I'm
What?
getting
They're not even
tucked in.
hatched yet. As this scene literally plays out, you can't see Salt as he's sitting right behind Summer, but the art scene is literally happening right now as Penguin leans up next to you holding his cinnamon stick cigar as you're caring for the eggs in front of you like a big sister.
And you did such a good job of taking care of them and making sure they were safe. Like, if you didn't let me in then, I wouldn't have been able to get in the room.
I know what you do, Summer. I know you're trying to sweet talk me. I'm still mad at you, but I'm glad you're okay. Just
It's
don't.
okay to be mad. I'm mad at me too.
Ah, now why would you say that? You know that makes it hard to be mad at somebody when you say something like that.
I'm very charismatic.
It's gonna be the death of me, or him if he ever wakes up.
I give him a little ruffle on his head and like pat him in a place I know he likes, even though he's gonna pretend he doesn't.
You like basically do a scratch on the back of his neck, and kind of like a dog does involuntarily, where they kind of like go that way. So he's like, "I whoa, 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 whoa."
Okay. I
says-
stop.
That's when he leans up next to you as you're like tending to the eggs, and you can feel he like that same spot. He kind of like rubs it against your boot because he does like it that spot as you like tickle him, and you feel a little bit of warmth returning between you and Penguin McCool.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone seems to have gotten
Oh.
a little bit of rest and respite back of knowing that the eggs are okay. Before Salt, you wake up again with a sudden kind of briefly not knowing where you are before catching back. It causes Summer and Penguin McCool and Zinnia and Robert, who are at the ready, to kind of jump for just a second as you make a quick intake of breath before you're awake again as everyone kind of...
All right, I'm gonna quickly look to Summer. So sis, like I slashed and I tried and I slashed, but you can't leave. You know you can't leave. I can't have it happen again.
Well, me either. You know what it feels like now.
Neither you can.
Yeah, but I will slash harder and protect you harder every time.
Well,
Then,
I can tell you, I saw those lights and they were like, you should come this way. And I said, no. And then I sat down. They're not taking me. Don't you worry about it.
Good. If they do, I'll take on all those lights myself.
I'm sure you can take them.
And then I just snuggle in
You
and
hear...
fall asleep.
You kind of snuggle up with them as Penguin McCool kind of says, You saw lights. What colors?
Oh, penguin, so many colors.
You
More
know
colors than
specific
you
ones.
have. I can try to remember.
Yeah. I mean, that makes a big difference. If it's white light, that's good. Celestial plane and whatnot. But, red, you're going right to hell's.
Celestials plane?
Yeah. With the angels and the whatnot. Where the new gods are. Most of them, at least.
Have you seen the lights before, Penguin?
Nah. But I don't know. I don't want to talk about it, really.
It was like
Summer and Salt both roll an insight on that.
Salt and insight never works. 4.
9.
Okay. Continue.
Yeah.
It was like a rainbow of color.
Rainbow's good, Rainbow bridges. This is generally good things. This is good.
But I have to find out more next time for Robert.
Yeah, I mean, or hear me out on this one. Maybe don't let there be no next time. That would probably be the best gift you could give Robert, right? But right, big boy? Yes, Robert's like, I want to know, but yes, please do not go there again.
But if you happen to go there,
Take notes if you
I
are.
saw. Done.
Robert sallies back up with his shield. What are you all doing in this room? You had currently made plans to go back to the Red Wagon Inn, but are you instead currently comfortable here?
Can I whisper something to Summer?
Yeah.
Really, really quietly. I'm gonna turn to my sister and go, is this what home is like?
You can get a point there, Salt. Actually, everyone so far has done some great relief role-playing. If you don't have a point of inspiration, you can have it. I also rolled a 2 to see if Penguin McCool heard, so more money goes in because of the 2. However, he did not hear. But I have to tell you the numbers that I roll.
I think so.
Okay.
I rolled a 7 earlier as well. I think 7s are on there, aren't there?
I think so. Yeah. Lucky 7 was definitely on there. What are we doing? What's the plan? Are we currently too exhausted to think about going back to the Red Wagon Inn as everyone sits here trying to grasp their newfound mortality with Tehm, see their friends that they want to protect before them with Xenia, and Salt and Summer, your bond ever closening with these new friends that you found not maybe a week ago?
Team's kind of stuck in that situation of where you have a cat sleeping on you and you can't get up because you don't want to wake up the cat.
Yeah.
But for this, he needs to wake up Otto. And so he'll get up.
Yeah, Xenia's not comfortable either, so if she sees everyone starting to get everything ready, she'll kind of like, if Summer hasn't already put the eggs in the hat, then she would maybe try herself, but she would also carry Salt. She doesn't want to wake him up.
Okay. Salt, you begin to fall asleep as Summer, you kind of stroke your brother's hair there as he falls asleep against you. Team stands up and lets Atta down to the ground as it kind of stretches its bones there, realizing it's got to wake up and do a little bit of stuff here. You feel a little bad, Team, but Team, you kind of say like, all right, but we've got to keep going, everyone. Summer, you take that and look over at Xenia. That's when Xenia, you take the cue, you come over and pick up Salt in your arms to let him sleep as you kind of hold him there. Summer, you have these 3 eggs in front of you.
I know. My hat is not looking great, is it?
It's definitely okay. As always, you can definitely try.
You just think about it this way, Summer. At least they will be safe at the Red Wagon.
Do you think that maybe we can try and find another way to transport them tomorrow? I'm going to put them in my hat right now, but I can kind of hear it starting to rip. I say that to Team.
We do not want that to happen. I'm sure we could probably, with the amount of gold we have now, probably find a cart or something we can put them in.
Yeah. Okay. I will carefully put 3 eggs into my hat.
I would like to gently help her do this.
Yeah, absolutely. You can have advantage on your strength checks.
It's
use
the
either
weirdest
number you
advantage
prefer.
because you want to roll low. Can we do disadvantage?
The
Well,
advantage
it's
is
still
you can
advantage,
pick
right?
which number you want.
Ooh.
Disadvantage is I get to pick the number that happens.
I have been rolling really badly, so I'm assuming I'm going to get like a nat 20.
Mm-hmm. It's good. Rybodad wants some.
No.
I
What'd you
got
got?
a 12. A 12 was my smallest roll.
Okay, but what are both numbers?
Oh, 13 and 17, and I get -1.
13 and 17. As you put the first egg over with the hat, Team, you grab the other side of it to try and like put your fingers in to kind of try and spread the pull of it out as it slides over. You hear another rip as it goes down. Not enough to stop it, though, before the egg vanishes inside your hat, which is the bag of holding. You have 2 more eggs. Roll another strength check. At advantage.
Okay. I rolled a 9 and another 17.
$10 from me for the 9.
So that is going to be an 8.
Okay. 8. This one slides through a lot more easily as you slide it over.
Well, it's already-
Both of you kind of have a rhythm here as you get the second egg in. Third one. Roll
It's
another.
already paired, so. Okay. I rolled a 12 and a 7, so that is going to be 6.
I'm going to use your GFY and
Yes,
make you
you
roll those
are, aren't you?
again. No more GFYs for Summer.
I rolled 2 4s.
Oh, hey, you know what? It was an inspiration, not a GFY. I'm a good guy, actually, if
You are
ask.
such a good guy. So
Thanks.
that's a 3. It's
Thanks
a
for
3.
your words, not mine. So a
Yeah.
3, absolutely. As this other one, now that you've gotten to a rhythm, you
Well,
you realize
I
quicker is
rolled
better.
better.
Whoosh.
I rolled better and now have no GFYs, so I'm very pleased.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy. Your words, not mine. As you slide all 3 eggs in before, with a flourish, tip your hat back on your head. Now you have your eggs in your hat with all these blankets that were once here spewing all over the floor.
Cool.
Great. Everyone seems to be ready to go as Robert stands up with all of you. Zinnia, you with Salt in your arms. Team, Atta following right behind Summer with your hat. You gonna head out? Great.
Yeah.
You.
Oh, wait. Robert, can you get the axe?
Yes, no problem. He reaches over. She's, oh my lord! She throws it up over his shoulder. She's, okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Gosh. Dragons are strong as he rides over and opens the door for everybody to roll out. I need everybody to roll me a perception check real quick.
I'm not rolling.
11.
11.
11 as well.
2 11s.
18.
Rolled a 6. Does anyone have
18?
6?
I rolled a 9 for Rybo to pay for.
20 from me now. What'd you get, team?
18.
Salt?
0. I am currently asleep.
Oh, fair
I mean,
enough.
unless
Good
you want me to
point.
roll while I'm
No,
asleep.
no, no. I didn't even think about it. Let me do
But
Robert.
does my alertness help with that?
Nah, you're asleep. You're out.
All right.
16 from Robert on his normal roll, which goes up to 19. So Robert also. Great. Yeah, you all open the door and head on out. Go walk down the stairs. The Birch still seems to be lively, full of people. The matron at the Birch has just walked out with a hot bucket of water and almost a bucket of porridge. As she comes walking over, she says, "What? I said I would bring it up to your room."
It is fine. We will take the porridge with us. So, team takes out 3 gold and gives it to her.
Oh, all right. Okay, that's fine for me. Just please bring the buckets back tomorrow.
Okay.
Have a good night. You paid for the rooms; they're yours to use. As you all head out the door and out into the night. It's maybe about 11 o'clock at night at this point. After everything has gone down, you spend some time up in the room, possibly even nodding off briefly and not realizing it, before you walk back over to the Red Wagon Inn. It is down off a pathway that leads to the western part of town as you head over further towards the beach and towards this surf, as you can hear the washing up of the waves the nearer you get to the Red Wagon Inn. There still are a few people outside of the inn drinking for the night. However, when you will go in the inn, as it were, at the tavern floor, the bottom part down there, Tonar still stands cleaning some mugs from the night. Everyone that is down there, save Dane and a fellow dwarf that he seems to be drinking with, is out. Passed out asleep, as you see tons of mugs and tons of shot glasses littering the floor here from your business that you had a few hours ago. They did not have time to make their way up to their floors, and now vomit covers this floor, as Tonar does not look terribly happy. Dane doesn't particularly care, but Tonar is cleaning the glasses with him as you all come in. He says, "Oh, great, you're back. You You want to just come in here just to vomit on the ground? Is that what everybody's doing tonight? Dane says, hey, they've had a rough night. Let them have it. Let them have this. Go up. Just take, you can have my room for the night. Just going up to my suites on the 3rd floor. 2nd room on the left. Great beds on
Team's
there.
looking at Tonar.
Okay. Tonar looking back at you all, very tusk out.
If it is any consolation for you, I took the 2 drunks to go barf on the beach. I did you a favor.
Which 2?
These 2.
Says, good. As he points to Salt specifically in your arms, Zania, he says, that one should have been gone a long time ago.
He belongs here just as much as we do.
He does. I'm just
No.
a little pissy.
Now, will you let me help you? And Team's gonna go over and start using prestidigitation to start cleaning up the bar area. Like, Team still looks like shit. His bones are still cracked. Like, he looks like absolute garbage, but he's gonna go help this asshole.
Yeah, you go over to the bar and start cleaning it. She's like, I'm just... I mean, I appreciate it. Thank you. If some of the majors hadn't got knocked out, I would have made them do it, but, you know, thank you. She takes, like, you can hear just the soppiest of a rag as it lands on the bar as he's trying to clean stuff up as well. Having far less success than Magic does, you know, of the instant clean, but he's not going to just let you do things, as Fabiork looks good while he does the cleaning, though, as, you know, pushes his muscles all kind of glowing, etc.
If you do it this way, it actually works better.
He's like, I don't have that magic. My mama didn't give me none of that. Team, you're going to help clean up here down at the bottom for a bit. Zania, Summer, Salt, you find a small pathway enough to get your feet walking through without getting too much vomit across your feet here. You all make your way over to the stairs as Dane describes where his room would be. You climb on up, get to the 3rd floor. There's far less rooms on this floor here than what you stayed in last night. There only appears to be about 4 rooms here on this floor. These are maybe the suites of the Red Wagon Inn, as it were. As you go to the room that he described, it says it's not locked or anything like that. He didn't give you a key. It's just open. When you go in, there are all sorts of tools and weaponry lining this room specifically. His axe that he was carrying before, he seems to have 5 or 6 copies of it, almost backup axes should he break one. You never heard of somebody breaking an axe, but he has a lot of them. Shields litter the walls, several blacksmith hammers off to the side. He's got 4 or 5 blacksmith aprons all covered in black soot off to the side. As he's got his desk line there with several knickety-knacks, which you could take a look at if you wanted to, but then in the center is this very, very large, unmade bed right in the center of the room. There's several bear pelts, one of them white. You've never seen a white bear before, but it's quite large here before this bed. King-size bed. You could all, like, if you wanted to, like, get in there, you all could fit, especially with the rat folk at the feet of the bed, but you could have a much more comfortable night if only a few people were on there. However, these, you know, bear pelts that are here on the ground are comfy enough as you walk over them. Oh, it feels like walking on soft sand. This is so nice. You weren't expecting him to be so nice and to have such nice accompaniments, but, you know, I guess if you are a good adventurer, you have pelts and earn enough coin to live a good life.
I'm gonna put Salt on the bed, lay him down on the pillow, and then make sure to tuck him in.
So you kind of do that, like when a kid gets tucked in, subconsciously they realize they're getting tucked in, and as you pull the blanket up over you. So even in your subconscious state, you can't remember the last time you've been in a bed, let alone gotten tucked in or had a blanket.
I was gonna say, I as soon as I feel like I'm on the bed, I instinctively roll out and land on the ground, and then go into a deeper slumber.
Zania, as he's on the bed, you tuck him in. You put the little creases under him so that, you know, he's nice and tucked in. You turn around and look over to see who needs help before you hear boom, boom, as you turn around, as you see Salt curled up in a ball on the ground, looking far more comfortable than he was a second ago. That level of comfort was almost discomforting to him. Like when you have a nice notebook and you don't want to write in it, so you only write in bad notebooks. that kind of thing.
She just shrugs to herself and okay, looks to Summer. Be okay like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Penguin McCool.
Is that how everyone sleeps?
Penguin McCool jumps on your back, Salt, and uses you like a footstool to jump as he climbs his way up onto the bed. He does not have that same level of desire to sleep on the floor, if at all possible. So he slides and gets right back in the spot where Salt was, and he lays his little flippers over the blanket as if like expecting a tucking in before nobody gives him one. So just kind of tucks himself in there.
Summer would tuck him
Summer
in.
tucks him in. Okay. As he lays there, as
Yeah.
you pull it up further on his flippers, as he sets his cigar off on the nightstand on the side there before. Hey, thanks, Summer. Thanks. Laying his head onto the pillow. He's gonna be out. You've seen that look before, Summer.
Yeah.
Robert, kind of scanning the room, looking around, spear in hand. He leans himself back up against the wall and says, "Perhaps I'll take a nap in the morning, but I swore to you and I meant to hold my truths. I will take watch for tonight. You all should get some rest."
I'm gonna sit up with Robert for a little bit.
Sania, what are you doing?
Honestly, I'm tired and I'm hurt. I probably will curl up on one of those pelts and just like, oh, it feels like myself. This is weird, but that's okay, I guess.
It's like sleeping near a good friend. Yeah, it's not necessarily uncommon for Leonin not to sleep in like a lion's pride would, all just right next to each other, basically head on each other. So this is kind of home comforting, though the hair is a bit longer than your typical Leonin fur. Maybe when you're sleeping next to one of the male Leonins or anything like that, it's more reminiscent of that. As Robert says, "It's just there's a comfy bed right there. People could sleep. Never get to sleep in beds."
You could sleep in the bed, Robert.
I will in the morning if you'll let me nap here for a while, but I'm not. Don't break promises. I will be up for the night.
Hey, I was just like, you know when you came back earlier and that magic came out of your hands. Just it's kind of like what Zania does, but something happened to Salt's face.
Yes, it's the god that I worship. Maybe you've heard me say it once or twice. The god of whispers and chatter. I look for their guidance and see if they will help my friends. I have no powers. I just gain the powers that they give me, and so far I've been in their favor. So I asked and beseeched for the help to save Salt, and they gave it to me.
And they just look after you like that. Like you don't have to. Like, what do they want?
I spread the good name of Whispers and Chatter. I just say that we should speak of the deeds that the God of Whispers does, the grace, much like what happened to Salt, that they provide. It's all around us. You can hear it in the winds, you can hear it in the trees, you can hear it downstairs in the pub. Well, when the pub is full, but not necessarily right now. But the God of Whispers is always watching. They're in you, they're in me, they're in Salt.
In us too? Even me and Salt?
He comes and sits over by you, Summer. She says, "Yes, the God of Whispers is often fickle, sometimes granting boons and benefits, and sometimes punishing those that they deem befitting punishment. I always try and stay on the good side. I've not always been, but they've been kinder to me than anyone else who would whisper or listen to what I have to say, and so I know they're there, and I know that they're good, and have a force of good in this world."
No one's really ever been there for me and Salt before. I mean, other than each other. I know we've made some kind of bad choices lately, but this is new for us. We're not used to being able to rely on anyone else.
It's
let alone
hard.
a god.
It's hard, I know. And
think. I didn't have to come to that inn that morning. I didn't have to come. But something told me I should be there. Something said that this was important. Something said that I should have breakfast. And I woke to the sound of the wind on the sand and just said I knew I would have a great meal that morning. And I knew that when Tehm blessed my porridge and made it the best porridge I had ever had, I knew that you were one that I should stick with. That's why Erikai was more skeptical. He didn't care for whispers, but I believed, and he brought me to you. So, whether you think the god of whispers and chatter isn't looking out for you, I'd say that he is. Would Salt have lived had I not been there to heal him? Maybe. I don't know, but I was, and that's thanks to the god of chatter and whispers. You can thank them for that.
If you ever wanted to tell me more about them, I guess that would be okay.
Sure, I would. If you would hear, if you need rest, I understand. But if not, I would love to speak with you about chatter and whispers.
I could stay for a while.
Well then, come.
As he pulls out a small book lined in purple leather that he flips the pages through. You can see he has many pages dog-eared on the side. He says, "This is my journal. I keep." As he hands it over to you, he says, "It's not any official religious text or anything like that. I could never afford one. But this, I keep what I hear on the wind. I write it here. You can see this one." A dog-eared. You can see, as he has the most recent page open, you can see he's written in there about all of you. He's written about the events of the past week. You can see his handwriting was particularly sloppy around the day that he wrote about his brother. Disheveled, and that bad day that it was. But he speaks of new friendships growing that told him to come. The friendships that told him that he should follow you all, and that kept him. He didn't want to follow you here to Ashburn. He thought he should go back. He thought he should turn you in, he wrote here in the book. But whispers in the wind told him otherwise. Told him that Keenock didn't need that spear. Not that you needed the spear, but that Keenock just didn't need it. And that he should follow you all. And you flip back and you see the page that he talks about hearing about the breakfast that morning, hearing about that he should come and get the best meal of his life that he's ever had without paying a single coin for it. He couldn't believe it, he wrote. But then the next line he says, it came true. It really came true. Before you flip back further and further, you see one dated maybe about a year prior to what you're currently reading that just talks about, we'll compete in the games. We can't afford food. I fear my brother and I will die in the streets tonight if I don't, or tomorrow night if I don't compete in the games and risk my life. But Whisper says that I will prevail, and he must have, as he's still here to write the book. Robert mentioned that he's a gladiator, and that's the name that he wants people to know him by. But you flip through the pages, he says, and there, see, how would I have known that? How, without hearing the sands, hearing the breeze on the trees, how would I possibly have known that? To do that, is one of them he thinks is very significant, but doesn't seem significant to you. Is he's like, you told me I would go around the corner and find an orange, and you say, and there it was. The orange was just on the ground. Nobody could have known that. No one. It's impossible. So he basically keeps describing to you about how essentially prayer works, and that you can whisper and pray to beings that exist that are of a higher power. He does talk about, however, the gods and the new gods versus the old gods. He says,
I heard that the old gods have perished, and that they never answered my prayers, and I don't think that they would now that they're gone. But the new gods, it's known that they get their power through worship. If we stopped talking about whispers and the god of chatter, then they would lose their powers and their ability. So it is imperative that we do talk about them. We talk about what they can do for the world and the good that they can provide. Or even the bad, we talk about those. That's what matters, is that we never lose them in our hearts and our minds. I choose the god of whispers and chatters, but there are others who choose many different. The golden god, perhaps, the Fey King. But I choose to put my faith in the God of Whispers. They have not done me wrong thus far.
I listen to him for as long as I can without falling asleep.
You stay for a while before, maybe about an hour of listening to him. Far longer than you were expecting to be able to stay awake on this, but he just talks with such passion. You haven't heard it before. Eventually your head starts to nod off onto the side and onto his shoulder. Team, you hope out for quite some time doing prestidigitation down there at the bottom with Tonar, as Dane doesn't offer to help here, as he seems to be in deep conversation with another dwarf that's nearby. Before you at least clean most of the bar area, you try and go to the floor before Tonar does relent. He says,
No. Look, it's okay. I'll get the floor. You've done enough. It's not your fault. I appreciate what you've done. And
for a briefest moment, you thought he was going to say something nice and apologize, but he doesn't. He goes to grab a mop and bucket off to the side. Dane's friend that he was talking to leaves the inn before Dane comes over to you, team, and says, all right, we'll get working on some weapons for you tomorrow if you've got the coin for it. I talked to my cousin, Okri. He's the best smith out here. I'm pretty good, but not as good as him. So we can do the work for you. We have time and availability. So just tomorrow, if that's something that you want, great. He's going to start working on some hammers for the boys on the wall. Get them some proper weapons if it truly is that unwilling are attacking again. I cannot tell the town that, as there are still elves, dwarven kin here that remember the unwilling attacks from before. Ashburn was... Well, it seems that we were not nearly as prepared as we'd like to be, but we did survive, and some of them just haven't forgotten that time.
I don't believe that it is unwilling that are attacking per se. I believe this just happened to be one that was sent by Kinak. If there's one thing our race doesn't need, it's more hardship, you know?
I agree. I had many a kin and friends lost in the War of the Gods, but I hold no grudge over you and your kin. As he slides the ale that he's drinking up, it's like half full, but he slides it over to you to drink. I guess he doesn't know that you really kind of can't, but he slides it over to you to take a sip. But he's hold no grudge for you and your kind. I've seen nothing but general kindness from the unwilling that are marked, such as yourself, not the ferals, obviously. But I've seen nothing but general kindness and good-natured folk. And some are a little party wild in the cities that I've gone to. Even travelled across some of their new dwellings. They welcomed me with open arms, and I met some very kind people that are very grateful for this second chance at life.
Definitely an interesting experience for sure.
Aye, I can't say it'd be one for me, so you don't have to bring me back as one. I don't know if you can or not, but just, I'm not looking for that.
As far as I know, it's only the Corotrusians that I believe would bring back.
It's just the one. It's just the one. But thank you for doing your cleaning up. If you have stuff that you want, we'll be able to make it for you in the forge tomorrow. You can stay in my room. I'll sleep down here. It's not the first time I've slept out here.
I have
Maybe I'll
an
go to the
odd
forge.
request. In your forge, do you deal with the gold?
You mean forge gold?
Yeah.
Right. Yes, I possibly we might be able to do that. Okri's a master
Enough
smith.
you could fill in some of these cracks for me.
What are you holding out?
My arms and general skeleton.
Ooh. Are you sure? It'd be awful hot.
At least look pretty badass, right?
Aye, that'd be a touch glorious if you don't mind me saying. Yeah, you've got quite a lot of cracks in there. If you can handle the heat, I'm sure we could get something on there.
If not, we'll keep Zinnia around. She'll bring me back around.
Aye, she's pretty tall. I don't know if I want to go toe to toe with her.
Yeah. The it's hard to say. Then the group of people I am with, they're an interesting group, but I am incredibly grateful to have found them.
I have been with my own fair share of interesting groups. Sometimes life puts you in a... Whew, it just kind of throws things at you, and you just have to roll with the punches for a while. But, hey, we make the best of what we have. We make family with who we travel with, and we make ourselves grateful for it. And we make the glory wherever we go.
Team will raise up the glass and cheers him.
He grabs another one that was his cousin's and slams it down on the ground. Very Thor style as he hits it on the table. Says, all right, you folk might not need much sleeping, but I need my rest. So I think I'm going to head to the forge. You can't miss it. It's right on the other side of the Red Wagon Inn. So just whenever you're ready, come on over. We'll see you in the morning.
Thank you for giving us a second chance. And about
Do the clasp as he says, "Hey, just maybe keep the talkative one. Just watch him."
yeah.
Before he hops off the stool and begins walking out the rest of the way. Tonar has come back with his mop and is fiercely mopping up the vomit around the floor. Before there's a tiefling man who's kind of sprawled out over there, and you see him kind of kick him. He says, move. As he's trying to mop up around his feet.
Before I head up to the rest of the group, one last... Can I do a sleight of hand prestidigitation?
Try, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's a non-nat 20. I'm trying to make it look like there's vomit on the floor in this one spot. That will be there for an hour.
Sounds good. I love it. As you look back over, you put it right in front of his walkway, as if he has to go back to the kitchen. It's to where he's going to have to step over it or clean it up before he can go get more water. And he's going to have to just go in some way around it that is inconvenient to him. The non-nat 20, you think... he won't notice before you walk up the stairs and head back to the room. You're not sure whether your prank took effect or not. However,
I'm
you know he deserves
also
it.
bringing the better porridge with me as well.
Of course, you have the buckets that you left on the bar that you
On
take
my
up.
way up, I'm actively heating it up with precipitation and making it flavored well enough, just in case anyone's still awake.
Oh, there's somebody who might appreciate it. As
I figured.
you come back into the room, you close the door behind you. You see Robert laying Summer down in the bed and tucking her in as she's asleep there. He brings a blanket out from the closet and lays it over Sania and Salt there. As you open the door, he kind of gives you...
I give him a, come here.
She walks over, trying to be quiet, trying to not wake anybody up.
Yes.
Open the door, tell him to go on out.
Closes the door behind.
What happened?
And I just sit against the wall. I say, here. And he holds up a bowl of porridge.
This quietness that he once had, gone. As he goes, yes! Oh, yeah! Oh. He just starts drinking it. This is a family of 20 size bucket of porridge, but it's going all over his face, all down his cheeks, like a beer going down his armor.
I just pat him on the head.
She,
just like, okay.
He grabs your hand as you do it and kind of like... You see it covered all over his face. It looks like he just vomited. He's like, thank you. He dips his head into it before you head back into the room and leave him to his new midnight snack. This is like a drunk quesadilla for him. Yes, Bixel says drunk eating porridge.
I was actually going to just have a wee little conversation.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said you were going in. Yeah, you sit next to him as he does that.
I'm not going to let him drown, don't worry. I'm just say thank you for coming out. We almost I don't know. We almost all died.
Yeah, I should have been there. It's a real shame. Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners?
It's quite alright.
He sets the bucket down, but you can see his eyes dart from you to the bucket, to you, to the bucket, to you, to the bucket as you're talking to
You
him.
can still have your water.
No.
I just need someone to listen.
All right, fine.
See? Goes continuing to drink it. Atta curls up next to your lap there as you sit across the hall from him.
And if you don't mind, I will help you keep watch. I'll be in a meditative state, but at least I can help keep watch.
Yeah, there's no problem. I'll just wake you if something happens.
Team's gonna kind of lean his head up against Robert and go into a trance.
You lean up next to him. As you go into a trance, you can hear his slurps get quieter as he is considerate as he tries not to wake you now. As what must, instead of being like chugging the bucket back, you hear kind of like a. You imagine that he's dipping his hand into the bucket and eating it now, trying not to wake you up on the side there. Everyone gets a full night's rest.
Yeah.
You are going to be sore in the morning, absolutely sore in the morning, but you're alive for that morning. All of you get your full rest, half of your hit die back if you have spent any, which I don't think you have. I think it was all a very, very stressful day for you all, as both the dragon and coming back and fighting Spade, and it's been a time, definitely been a time. Team, you're the first to be awoken, as Robert still sits there, eyes awake, but he's kind of barely keeping his. He's like constantly blinking to keep his eyes moist as he's. Before you hear a door nearby open, as you see two ladies kind of slowly pulling up their coats as they run out, as they kind of look over at you two on the side before kind of like giggling and heading off down the stairs. As you see this old halfling with a big long white beard and a big robe come walking out the side as Robert kind of like looks over to the side. You're awake now. You wake up instantly. You don't really need sleep. As this old halfling sees you come out and he looks over at you.
You see those two? Still got it.
It's very impressive.
As he walks on over towards the stairs and says, "Oh, you've had a night for yourselves. Are you okay?"
Team's trying to be quieter with it, and he's like, we are what we are. And get from some porridge." Team's gonna just like dip a bowl.
You
and
look
what's
over,
left?
it is empty.
Oh, and he goes to dip, and he's like, well, never mind.
Never been one for porridge myself, anyway. Always a meat man, if you ask me.
See, you can hear like 1,000 bones cracking as this very, very old halfling.
You know, after a long night of vigorous lovemaking, I like a whiskey in the morning. Do you want some?
I would love some. Thank you. Could I get your name?
Oh, Valos. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, fellows. I will gladly join you.
He reaches back in the door as he pulls out a cane and leans over to it on the side and says,
Let's have us a whiskey, shall we?
I would love that. Team's gonna take his cloak and put it over Robert and just pat him on the head and say, "Go to sleep."
His head immediately falls and hits the wood on the back. In doing so, you hear a thud on the inside. Summer, Salt, and Zania, you hear a brief boom against, which is enough to wake you. His head hits hard on it, and he's a heavy, heavy boy, a dragonborn. As you all kind of suddenly are jolted awake from inside the room.
So what are we seeing? What's
Summer,
going on?
Summer, you see yourself not where you were before, tucked into the bed in comfy sheets. Zinnia, Salt, all covered in blankets that were not there before. Salt, your sister, probably covered you up.
She likes doing that. I'll
And
jump
so
up at the ready.
We can't see Robert or Tim. Is that
No.
right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Jesus! They've gone again.
I didn't give myself a point, so I'm not giving you one, but I almost want to give you inspiration. That was great. Jesus, they've gone again. Oh, guys.
Really? All right, let's go find them.
Hey. I ain't walking today, as he jumps into the hat that's sitting there on the side without hesitation. Penguin McCool slips right in, but you can hear as he dips his head up, it says, "You're carrying me." As he now his affection for you almost dying seems to be gone, and he's back to his normal self as you hold the hat in your hands, Summer.
I very happily put the hat back on my head and go.
You get yourself ready for the day.
It's
Zinnia?
not a big deal. Actually.
I totally forgot to say I was gonna sleep with the axe, but whatever, it's fine.
Okay, yeah. Well, easy retcon that it's near you on the floor. Robert had to set it down somewhere.
Cool. But Robert is knocked out and then Team is gone?
As in sleep with the axe, as in possibly attuning to the axe?
Yes.
Ah. Before you go to sleep, when you were there, everyone kind of thought you were asleep, but mostly you, in trying to drift off, you laid there with the axe and really just kind of studied it as you put your hands under it, kind of feeling the weight of it as you did. You definitely feel like you could use this weapon if you had to, though you lack the strength to wield it properly. But you definitely... You could use this. This could be a backup weapon for you if you needed to.
Okay, cool. So she wakes up to those thoughts and she's Team, not again. And she's already getting her spear, and then going down to look for Team already.
Zinnia a little bit more freaked out about this than Summer and Salt. They're like, "Oh, we gotta go find him." But Cena's like, "No, not again." You pick the axe up over and you spear into the other side and kick the door out, which slams over and hits Robert in the knee as it slides open on the outside as he does not move. You see it hit him. You know it hit him hard, but he did not wake up at all. But you see a big old pool of drool coming out the side of his mouth there. An empty bucket of porridge on the side. You see the little bits and flecks that are still on it. Much of it across his mouth there as he is out on the ground.
Sorry,
It seems to be
Robert.
okay. Before you're running down. Team, you are currently helping this old halfling man with your arm walk down the steps a little bit more easily.
The legs aren't quite what they used to. Not in the going down motion, more in the back and forth motion.
As you're like, what? you help walk him down the stairs.
This, my little friend, being unwilling. It's nice when you don't have cartilage anymore. Just go.
Gotta try that myself. As he puts his arm over and just says, "Pick me up a little more. That'd be nice."
As you lift him and carry him like a purse the rest of the way down the stairs before you hear heavy footsteps. Boop, 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 boop. Zinnia, you rushing down the stairs with the axe and spear over you. You see Team helping a frail, old, innocent halfling man down the stairs as he gets down the last stair down to the bottom. There's several patrons down at the bottom of this tavern now eating breakfast, many of them holding their heads in the hangover type fashion as they're shoveling eggs into their mouths like it's an effort to do so.
I would assume I don't need an insight check to see the panic on Zinnia's face.
You absolutely do not. She's
Team looks back up at Zinnia and says, "I'm pretty sure this one will not try to kill me."
Famous last word.
Don't tempt me, Frodo.
We can never be too careful. Oh God. Okay. And she's gonna turn around and kind of go back up the stairs.
We will just be having drinks down here. You
Oh,
let the others know. I'm right here.
Hold your horses there, Bone Man.
God damn.
We always have more room for more at the table. What's your name?
Oh, it's Zania.
Zania. Beautiful name for a beautiful Leonin.
He says Leonin wrong.
Come, join us for a whiskey.
You know what? Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Always just the thimble to start the day. I wouldn't anything more than that. Oh, wouldn't leave any more for the night.
As he like slams on the wood on the side like he told the best joke in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. And she kind of like will look to Team and try to like, I don't know, do something like, what's happening?
It's up to you to join our new little friend here.
I'll join. I'll come.
Oh, come. I have my own booth. Come.
As he points you over to a booth on the side over there that's just this circular table with a couple of stone chairs on the outside. Stone table, all seems to be of the utmost quality. You get over to the table as you kind of help him over onto one of the chairs, and you see on the table is this really, really large M that looks like it's in a circle, as if mountains are coming over the top of the circle, or what would be a spherical earth, as he says,
Come. Colleen! Colleen! Please send over the usual.
she looks over. Zinnia, your eye roll to Tonar does not compare, as she reaches down and starts getting some drinks. Summer and Salt up in your room. Zinnia trods off. You go out to look and see what she apologized for, as Robert stands there with the door buckled into his knee, as he is off to the side. What are you two doing?
Can we? Oh, Robert wants to have a sleep.
Breakfast? What's this?
Yeah. Do you think Robert's gonna be okay? Hey, chat, God, whispery, chattery, God.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, I'm praying. I learned how to do it yesterday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I gotta watch.
That's great.
Yeah. So, chattery, whisperers. Can you make sure Robert's okay?
Are you like moving your hands now too? Like, should you do something with your hands? Or maybe a tail?
Oh, maybe all three would help.
Yeah.
You basically do the like walk like an Egyptian, but with your tail at the same time as you please help a boy. You're a bard. You sing it as you do it. You do the best performance you know how to do with your singing to try and get chat to answer your prayers. Roll me a percentile.
4.
Doggy.
While you're doing that,
70%.
just so you. Oh, sorry.
What was it?
Sorry. 70.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Drew, what were you saying?
Just to let you know, we're at 285, by the way.
God dang. That's so much money. Dude, y'all are awesome. Let's see if you still think highly of us after what is to come.
Sorry, what?
Wait, say that again? No, just kidding.
Summer, you sing out and ask for the god of chatter and whispers to watch over Robert, keep him safe. Let nothing happen to our boy of, well, goodness. Also, I see a spider in my room, and I'm gonna freak out for the next 35 minutes.
Karma.
It's right in the corner of the room.
That ain't no
You're safe.
spider. Down
You're
under,
safe
I'll show you a
from-
spider.
I never have bugs in my
I'll
room.
show you my down under spider.
Okay.
The concern on your face is refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
This is what it feels like to be scared.
Name
Brian.
the spider. I don't name things that are gonna get let right back outside. Call Rybo wife. She'll take care of it. Honey, there's a spider. Right. Lisa Dana Frog. Amen. Good lord. I much prefer a spider. Oh no, it's climbing on the ceiling now. Sorry.
It's coming for you, boy.
Summer, you
Mama.
you sing out asking for help from the chatter gods. You don't hear anything back. You're not used to this prayer thing. You're not sure what is supposed to happen. If you're supposed to hear something immediately, maybe it takes a minute. You're not sure.
That was really good, sis.
Yeah. I guess it takes a bit longer for them to talk to you or whatever.
Maybe
Yeah.
they're talking to you in like Robert language.
Oh, I don't speak Robert.
Yet we can learn it.
Well, Robert said that as long as like Chat was looking after him, he'd be fine. So I guess we should go have breakfast.
I think that's a wonderful idea. His stomach grumbles.
As you think he'll be fine. This isn't your room. You just close the door and let Robert stay here next to his porridge bucket. As you two think, breakfast it is. Walk down all Ratatouille-esque as you're heading down to the bottom floor. As you get down there, you see the same sight that was before. You see Carleen, the maiden who kind of gave you the drinks and kind of told you about the quest and helped you meet Tinksel before, as well as these many, many hungover patrons. Salt, roll me a perception check.
Will do. That's a nat 2, so that's
Nat
another
2.
one for you, Medusa.
Beautiful.
So that's a 3 because I'm horrible. Actually, no, is my perception 4? Give me a sec.
That's a nat
Nope, still
20
1.
from me. So, hey, Rybonator, get to rock it this time. As one of the patrons looks over. You remember the guy with the knives on his side? As he points out to you, Salt, he says, you.
Hi.
You look far too happy for what you did to everybody here last night.
You got free alcohol. Why are you complaining? You want some more? Bartender.
No. As you see, this is about the time where Carleen has grabbed the whiskey and is walking over to the other table. She says, just a second, which Salt, Summer, you turn over and look as you see your compatrons there with a older halfling man with a big, long gray beard.
It's a short dude.
It's about your height.
It's a rat that lost its tail.
Look at his beard.
As the two of you walk
Wow.
over, perplexed by the halfling that's so old. You've never seen one make it this loud and that's this old. As he says, "Thank you for the whiskeys, Carleen. Nice as ever." As team, you see your friends coming over, but behind them you see the two ladies that you saw previously that exited this man's room in fanciful dress, as if they are barmaidens here within the bar. As he looks over and says, "Thank you, Carl." As he sits and puffs his chest up at you, Summer, he says, "A rat folk lady, it's been such a long time since I've seen someone as beautiful as the two of you creatures. Such lovely specimens. I thank you for gracing me with your presence."
Team's gonna look at him and say, "Settle down. She's only 6."
Oh,
Hey, is that real? Is that real? I sort of clamber up to him and sort of tug on his beard a little bit. That's so long. It's like longer than me.
it's
Oh,
quite
and look,
long.
Look. You can see. You can't see me. You can see me. You can't see me. You can see me.
You pull his beard
Wow,
up.
I'd love to have one of these.
He looks over to you, Zinni, and says, "I'm great with children." Salt, you do. As he's like, "Well, maybe no whiskeys for you then, but come, join us for the morning. We're just about to drink some whiskey and start the day. Maybe a juice for you two, or water perhaps."
Ale would be great. And you can tell me the story of how you got this beard, and I can tell you the story of the 40 giant elephants. Oh my god, the crocodile thing. And wow, where'd you get the beard from? Can you buy it?
I grew it myself, actually. I have stories to tell you as well. Why we should share stories.
Oh, definitely. I love stories.
He
But
looks
like,
over to you,
yeah,
Zinni.
yeah.
They're quite impressive. I think you'll agree.
As you and he start talking about, we have many, sir, but an ale. Are you sure?
ale, yeah, two for me. And sis, are you having one this morning?
I might just have some milk this morning. I think alcohol did enough damage to just this whole place last night.
All right, we'll make it 3 just in case.
Colleen, you heard the rat. 3 ales, but bring me another whiskey while we're at it. And my friends here, let's make a morning of this. And some eggs, some toast. I like my, I like my eggs poached.
And she just reads back like, for some reason she takes this. She was very abrupt to you all before, but she just lets it happen, as she seems to agree with what he says. So he's like, it'd be wonderful. And some salsa. We would love that. Have you ever tried that on your huevos? It's amazing.
On what?
Your huevos. I heard it before. I think that's a term for eggs. Perhaps I'm wrong.
Well, it depends on where you're from, right? For us, terms of eggs are completely different, right? We call them flabby-dabbies because they come from these like weird jumping things, and they're really tasty, really. But don't worry about those; they're not really important because we've seen some big eggs, like bigger than you eggs. Like, oh my god, I just couldn't believe it. And I'm so good to talk to someone who loves stories, because last night I got told I couldn't talk to many more stories here because people didn't like my story. I don't know why. It was a great story, full of wonderful and adventure and dragons as well. Oh my god, can you imagine?
I love dragons.
Me too. Well, not really, because one like sort of chopped my arm off, and then I sort of like saw lights, but then I came back, and my arm's good now, but it's kind of not because it still sort of clicks, click. And then my tail, it like goes swish. It's
It does.
Oh my god, where's that ale?
You have just begun to start talking. She's like pouring drinks still. You're talking so fast. She hears that and she's like, a minute, please, sugar. Just a minute.
Excuse me, nice lady. Can we also get your finest fish?
This morning? So early? Fish?
Like maybe a smoked salmon, or like tuna, or like mackerel, or...
No, I know what a fish is. I'll get you some fish. I just wasn't expecting it. Fine.
Smoke me a kipper?
What?
Back for breakfast.
Smoke me a kipper?
Australian talk.
Oh.
Down under. As she says, you mean bring you some fish? I can do that. Before she does set down 3 ales. She just brings the bottle of whiskey over and a big tall glass of milk that she slides over in front of you and says, I'll work on your foods, your majesties, before heading off into the kitchen. You hear her yell like, hey, it's time to cook, as she seems to be telling somebody else that it's time to cook, not herself. Before he looks at you and says, oh, please, I want to hear more about yours. Grab me that loot that's in the corner. We should compare stories.
You do music? My sister's music. Oh my god, she's like amazing. She's like dum 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 dum, and then she like was even. We should play that lute for sure. Can we hear it?
Do.
Please. Can we hear it?
I'm asking for it.
Well, come on, here.
Team finally seeing someone that's gonna like be a match for Salt. He's gonna get up, grab the loot, drop it down, and then pour 2 things of whiskey, cheers it to him, take a shot, and he's gonna look to Zinnia and say, I'll be right back. I will be fine. I have to go pick something up from sleep. You can come with if you would like.
She'll,
No, please stay. I want to sing this song. I'll dedicate this one to you.
What kind of a tune do you need, my dude?
Oh, no, please, sit and relax, unless you want to play what do you play?
Oh my god, you're taking so long. Look, how about we start first, right? We'll show you how it's done, and then you can and you can jump in later on because that's really exciting. So,
please.
You ready, sis? A 1,
yes.
A 2, 3. Let's start going. And yeah.
I play my lute and I play my drum with my tail as well.
Sania, do you start walking out?
I'm kind of just like maneuvering my way out with my axe and my spear. I see Team like ushering me, and I'm like inching out of there. Also, curious question: does my Leonin smell this old man? Do I pick up anything
He is rank is the right word, with old man smell and other smells.
Yep. Even more reason. Just
He rolled an 18 plus numbers for his perception roll. Penguin McCool is asking for a GFY. What did he do?
He wants to give it to Bobo, so Bobo puts another $5 up.
Oh, hey, whatever. I'll be mean. I'll make people pay money. Go for it. Give it to you. You can trade it. Trade all your GFYs, whoever or however you want. But with that, as he's very engrossed in what y'all are singing about. By the way,
He
Summer.
smells some Bengay mothballs.
Beautiful. And
That's all right.
Good job,
yeah.
Danny.
Gosh, Bengay, mothballs, Vicks, all the old man smells. Summer, what are you singing about? As they've asked for.
Well, actually, I'm
What was-
singing
Oh,
this time.
salt singing.
Yeah.
Well, we don't call it singing where we come from. We call it rat rap. So I'm a rat in a salt.
I'm gonna give you a GFY preemptively. I just know stuff is coming. No, I'm kidding, but we'll see how this goes. Continue.
Oh no, it's definitely a GFY. I've got no idea where this is going.
Oh, okay,
That's
good.
not
Yeah,
prepared
then
for
yes,
this
you
call.
get one.
All right,
Rat,
back
rat.
to it. Rat rap, of course. I
You
mean,
know- Australia is
I'm a
known for
rat
all its
and a
famous
USA.
rappers.
rat
Yeah.
rap. Yep. Hilltop Hoods, right?
Hey,
Rapper.
good.
Bobo, you can take another GFY.
Hilltop Hoods
happily.
are
There we
amazing.
go. We're at 300.
300.
Woo!
We
Hey,
hit
very
it.
famous.
Well done, everyone.
Broke 300.
And for 300, you get to hear a rat rap.
Yeah.
This is your reward or
Alright.
punishment.
This is so bad.
We're
Ah,
rats,
but-
and we're here
what-
to say we're gonna rap at you today.
We don't know what you think we are, but we can tell you we're definitely not that.
Rocking with.
I can do rat. Like I can do rat. In the
Summer,
clap,
you
rat in
earned
the
one
bat.
too.
Me? I'm
Yes.
a bard. I'm meant to do this.
No, not this. Not this. You're meant to sing,
love the god
do
of
music,
chat.
arts
You do not
in,
like
in general.
GFYs.
You are not meant to do this specifically. You know that.
I know that. I know that.
Yep, that goes right to Summer. Oof, ooh. My name is Summer with a one and the two. Oh, good lord! Right, as you
I'm
begin
right.
rapping, he turns.
We love meta 3s and 4s as well.
God, oh, you want another one? I'll give it to you. As he's like, rat rap. I've heard of this before. With the meta threes and the hold on. As Zania, he sees you walking away with his heavy perception with a spryness that you did not see before. He hops over to you quickly. He says, "Oh, you can't leave. I was just about to play a tune for you."
I don't know if you know what's happened last night, but I am not comfortable separating from my friend. He
Well,
needs to
then
accomplish an
you must
errand.
stay as well, Bone Man. I'll sing it dedicated to the whole group.
Okay, you have an hour.
An hour? You blessed me with many songs. Come, sit back at the table.
Now with he suddenly kind of hunched over again, seeming to walk very, very slowly once more. He says,
Please return to your table. I didn't mean to interrupt the rat rap, but I'm afraid I do have to take center stage now, as I only have but an hour.
What? You're not going to let entertaining acro rats finish? We haven't even done the acrobatic section of it yet.
Your time is running out, friend.
Do you not look at?
No, I won't
at
let
my
you
sister.
speak this.
She's the center stage.
you see him wave his hand. He says,
It won't be a problem, I wouldn't imagine.
as the hairs on your head just kind of like move briefly as you're like, what the hell? So he says, well, come, rejoin your seats, my lady and my bone man. Let me sing a song for you. Summer,
Wait,
Saul,
real-
you see his lips moving, but you hear nothing.
Is there anyone
is
else
he wearing
in
a
here?
pin?
Yeah.
Possibly he has nightgowns on, maybe
do
in his
I rec-
normal clothes.
Don't make
Do I
Pervy Kane an evil
recognize-
dude.
Is there anyone in here besides us and the barkeep and him?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people down there.
Okay. All right.
Do I recognize the kind of magic he's doing? Is this something that I've done?
Roll an Arcana check.
18 plus 2, 20.
20. You've heard of this magic before. I don't know if you've ever casted it. However, you lean over
Wait,
to
you're-
Salt trying to ask him a question. No noise comes out as you snap your fingers, but it actually comes out as
Silence.
you try and tell Salt, we've been silenced, but then you step to the right as you yell to Salt, we've been silenced.
Yeah.
Salt, you are like General Saltitudes, but nothing comes out.
You could just come this way.
I jump over to my sister.
You jump over, and then you're like, oh, well, that makes more sense. Now you can suddenly speak again.
I
Well,
look cranky.
that was weird. Did he not like us as well? Does no one like us here?
You say it
Really
kind of like a
intriguing.
whispered voice to each other as he's walking his way back, like behind you, not really listening to you, up to the stage before he turns around.
Excuse me?
Yeah, yes, I was just about to begin.
Salty crew? I don't trust this guy. And I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna
want me to
stand up
kick
for
him?
one.
Whoa.
I don't appreciate that trick that you just pulled right now, how my friends couldn't speak. That was weird.
You-
Last night has jaded me, and I trust no one. I don't trust you.
But
He looks
No, don't.
immensely sad, like you've just picked on an old man who thinks that he does nothing wrong.
but I just wanted to sing you something.
And last night we met another unwilling that we thought was going to be a friend of Team's, and I'm sorry, but you have nothing to prove how good of a person you are, and before my friends and I get screwed over again, I think we
I'm
should
part
leave.
of the guild. As he pulls his robe back, you can see his underwear, and he has the gold pin on his underwear there on the side. He says,
I'm part of the guild.
I'm high ranking. You have to. As he like hops over towards you, like showing like the right side of his leg. He's super white on his legs. He's like, but I'm part of the guild. I would never hurt anybody here. I just wanted my chance to woo you. Forgive
Look,
our old man for being in love
That's the
at
wrong
first sight.
word. Oh,
Look.
pervy Kane.
Look, bud, if anyone is going to be, getting this lion laid, it's this gal, all right?
I just wanted to play you music. I'm sorry. I won't bother you. I did not mean
You
to.
can play it. I'm going to be outside, standing by the window, but I'm going to be outside.
Okay.
And I'm going to get up. I'm going to get up. I'm not even going to...
Team's gonna come back over to him, and he's gonna squat down to his level and say, "Look, friend, they are not interested. However, you still have those two lovely ladies," and he's gonna point to the two ladies he saw come out of that room.
they look over like, what? He's like,
You're right. I'm sorry. I come on strong. I'm quick
And he's
to
gonna
love.
flick
I'm a
him in the nose
romantic.
and say, "Work on it." Don't be so creepy. It's a turn off for the people.
I'm
You
gonna
seem
follow.
like nice men.
I'm gonna
sounds good.
walk up to him now once Team walks away, and I put my hands on my hips and go, "No one silences my sister." Flick,
Why is everybody flicking me?
and then I walk out as proud as I can be.
Does this mean we're not staying for breakfast?
Summer, you like walk out following everybody out. Like, does this mean we're not staying for breakfast? You all close the door behind you to the inn. Zinnia fuming, like, how dare he? You can hear slightly through the door, through the cracks, a lute begin to play, ever so soft a voice.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Two can be as bad as one.
As you hear this gentle old man sobbing, singing of one is the loneliest number behind the
Do
doors.
you know what? You're right. That was much better than my rap.
And I have to agree with Slow Motion 82. They said, "Team, listen here, youngster.
What'd you say?
And listen here, youngster."
Team is the old one.
He is. He's the old boy. You all are outside of the inn currently, with just the distant sound of an old man singing sadly and softly to himself.
I mean, we
Penguin
have to
would
go.
be real mad if he doesn't get that fish.
Yeah, we have to go back for Penguin. I just didn't trust that creepy old man, and
Oh,
I
Penguin's
didn't trust
here.
anyone. Oh, perfect. Oh, eggs are in there too. Oh, Robert.
He's-
You
Oh,
realize
I-
that you
I-
ran right past him and hit him with the door.
Oh no.
This is the Red Wagon Inn. If we are to be safe anywhere, I feel like here would be the best place.
Okay,
Yeah,
but what was
I-
that silence
I did
about?
right.
He's an old man. He probably got tired. No offense, Salt. He probably got tired of Salt talking, and he wanted to woo you. And
You
he
ne-
just came on a little bit too strong.
That's why I love you.
Creepy.
I didn't hear the beginning of anything Alex said. All I heard was, "That's why I love you."
I said, what did I say? No, I said, you never get bored of hearing me speak, team, and that's why I love you.
Some people think we're annoying.
I mean, how could they?
Just
It is wonderful how you two both see the world. So, it is nice. It is welcome.
It's so much bigger from down here too.
Would you all like to come with me over to Slips? I have something I need to pick up for Robert.
a present for Robert. I did a prayer. So he should be fine sleeping.
Perfect.
Can I head on
shall
over?
we?
Great. The group of you begins walking back over towards the Black Birch, back by Slip's Knots, where he makes his stuff. As it's a nice day, however, it is beginning to get a little bit overcast. You can tell it's probably going to start raining, maybe even storming sometime today, and so best not to stay outside for too terribly long. These storms can come in quick, or they can come in slow, or maybe it'll just pass right over. But you are right next to the ocean, so when they come in, they're pretty bad. Zinnia, you know better than most. As you all walk over towards Slip's Knots, it's maybe about 9 o'clock, though you can't really tell by the sun, just general light that's coming through, even with the clouds. You can get a general idea of where the position is. You head over, and Slip is hard at work with some locks that he's bing, 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 pounding away at as you all walk over to his forge. As he looks over to the side, he has some goggles. As he takes them off, you can see a ring, an outline around his eye where there's soot all around except for his eyes. As you come over, he says, "Yeah, hey guys, hey." Slicks his hair back before throwing the goggles off, and he throws the hammer over by the forge. Says, "You all made quite a mess last night. I gotta say, I did nothing but talk about it, and wow, don't do that. Don't do that stuff anymore. You could have used a lock. You could have stayed in your own room. Why do you trust people? Never trust people.
So we should not trust you?
No, I mean trust friends, but I wouldn't trust you like with my life or anything. We still know each other just barely, but a little more trust than you would give, I don't know, some undead, no offense, guy that just comes and says, "Oh yeah, let's just talk to my wife and child." That's not it. Not a good idea.
And this is fair.
Oh, but yes, you're not here for talking. You're here for. I took the liberty of wrapping it up for you. By wrapping it up, he is being very generous with this term. It is burlap over two specific items that he has in his hand that he hands over to you, team.
That's a nice wrap.
Ah, yes. A wrapping job worth 25 gold. Clearly. Thank you.
You look like Nah, you know, I'd say you probably can't rap. As he looks over to you, Summer. Sorry, had to.
That's horrible, Ryan. Why would you do that?
I know. I can take a point for that one. Happy to. I'll give it to myself. It was worth it. Right. So many GFYs coming in. As he says, but you should like it. I made it about to your foot size. I had to use all the material. Sorry about that. But
No, that is why I gave you all 4.
now, did I already collect the coin from you?
You did.
See, I wanted to see if I could trust you. And you did not lie to me. See, you test people every now and again. Just think about that. But
I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure. See, he holds his like blacksmith hammer and kind of like taps his on his head. I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Okay, whatever.
You need anything else? I got more smithing to do, but if you need more locks, I can always make some more glitter spitters. I'm gonna call them glitter spitters from now on. I think that's a good name.
That's an amazing name. I have my glitter spitter, but if you do make more, definitely let us know because I'm sure I can find a use for them.
Definitely. There's a lot of interest from the guards of using these as possible like baits for people. I don't see the morals in it, but I also see the coin that they'll give me, so I'm all right with it.
Weird odd question for you. I don't know how you would feel about this, but do you work with bronze?
Yeah, I work with whatever you need.
Huh? You see, I have cracks in my bones, and then he points to like his skull, and there's a big old crack that like spiders out.
Oh God,
Like,
that wasn't there
could-
before.
Could we feel this?
With bronze?
Yeah,
Are you
sure. Why
insane?
not?
Why would you do that?
Yeah, I think it would look pretty better. And also, I miss having
Yeah, you're
bronze
right. It would
scales.
though. Oh man, it would. I mean, if
I
you
feel
want me to
like you
pour
may
bronze
be
on you, I
more
will
of
pour
someone I
bronze
want
on
to
you.
do. Yes. We could, I mean, not like pour it on me, but just like filling in the cracks.
Yeah, I
I
can.
don't want to be all bronze.
That sounds like it would hurt, right? I mean, I
Probably
don't have
would.
amount of experience with bronze, but like pouring hot liquid metal on your body sounds like a bad idea, Tim.
I mean, I think it would be like just a tattoo. Yeah. No. I don't know. I don't remember these things.
I mean, I never had a tattoo where I just poured molten metal on myself, but I couldn't just do it right to my bones. So I don't know. Maybe it's fine.
Does heat hurt you less?
No, no.
Now that you say that,
No, no, that's not.
So would it be exactly
mean,
like me pouring bronze on me?
Probably.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Hmm.
But you know, you give me coin, we'll try whatever you want. I'm not pouring bronze on me, so
Would
Okay.
you be a bronze dragon then?
I would like that. It would be nice to have some bronze on me at least.
well, bring me some bronze, bring me some coin, or enough coin. Then I can just do that. Yeah, sure.
Goblins, thank you, sir.
Yep. As you both do the handshake, as he says, "Whoa, whoa, 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 hold on,
What?
new pins. You gilded up, huh?
I suppose so.
I like being my
Yes,
own
yes.
boss.
Look at mine. Look at mine. Look at mine.
Yeah, it's
an
nice."
A.
So he tries to like rub his hand on it, and you could see the black soot that's on his thumb as he's going to do it. However, as he rubs on it, there's no soot that collects on the pin. It seems to stay magically clean as he. Yeah, it's very nice. Good job. Good for you guys.
Sorry,
Thank
I
you,
just read chat. Bronze melts at a lower temperature than bone burns.
Oh,
Fun
You know
fact
what?
of the day.
Even if it didn't burn my bone, I still wouldn't necessarily want it to go on my skin, but it's something to consider. Just don't have
Are
any
you
skin,
trying to
so it's not
collect
a problem.
GFYs for the end of the episode?
Bronze bones, bronze bones.
Anything else that you need, or? Okay, yeah, you're a quiet bunch, but I'm just gonna get back to work. As he
Yeah.
thumps the goggles back on, kind of points his hammer at y'all and says, "Take care. Just let me know what you need."
Awesome. Thank you for the boots.
Goes back down. Wee, bing, 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 as he's hitting a very hot piece of metal.
Oh, that was fun and exciting.
Where are you headed now?
Do you think we should have a beach day? We should go wake Robert up and maybe just have a day at the beach.
Beach episode.
Well, you've got this present for him, right?
Yes. Let's go wake him up and then take him out to the beach so he can take off the boots.
Should we have breakfast first? Because he
Hey.
stayed up like a real long time last night.
We will do that. Yeah. I like that. Good idea.
Hey, you know what? It's been a while since we've been able to end an episode on just a wholesome note, so I think we should stop it there, as it seems like the crew is prepping to have a beach episode that they definitely will get.
Maybe. I don't
Definitely.
like the way you said that.
Why don't you like the way
Happy
that...
Champ prepares the
I'm
beach.
saying
have trust
absolutely,
issues.
you will get a... Totally, will definitely get a beach episode.
Fucking
Definitely.
Is it like,
Morgoth comes
is it
out
like
of the
down under?
ocean,
Do you have holes
attacks.
in your beach?
How do you guys even have a beach? Wouldn't the sand just kind of... There's nothing holding it down.
Beach
No, hold it up.
cricket.
Oh, okay,
Beach
okay, okay.
cricket.
Mind flares rise up from the oceans.
Oh, the
like,
spider's
crap.
gone. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That was probably my favorite. Every about 5 minutes, I would watch you as you would turn and glance and look over there to see where he was.
What is the final tally of the money for the night that we have raised for Red Cross?
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
D20s.
Jason.
Everybody roll,
What do
roll
we got?
dice.
What do we got? 305.
305. Guys,
Whoa.
we broke $300 thanks to you all to give to this obviously needed cause. So thank you, everybody. That's just crazy. I don't know. Just kind of blown away by it, and I just think it's nice.
That's so awesome. I'm sure. Well, yeah. Holy crap.
Thanks,
Ryan,
guys.
Stargazer wants you to know, don't you drown them, Rybonator.
Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. That just makes me want to drown them.
Don't drown us.
Everybody could blame Stargazer for next week's beach fight, not beach episode. So
Drowning for our beach.
Okay, Magpie wants us all to roll one last d20.
Wow.
Is Magpie?
So I need to write up a rat for next week.
shit!
rat. What is it?
Rybodad.
That funny?
Rybodad.
You're like, let's roll dice for no reason. Rybodad, pay more money. I have been killing
You roll
Medusa
something.
tonight. That is another 2.
Whoa.
I
Making
got
her
a
go
4.
bankrupt.
What's a 4?
A 4.
Got a 4.
14.
Yeah.
Alex?
The answer is 7.
7.
Hey,
Hey, that's
seven's
another one.
one.
So, nat 20, a 2, and a 7. I think that's everybody. So I think that should be
That's
$335.
$45.
Beautiful. Absolutely awesome.
Medusa is going to make it an even 50, and so we're at 350 something.
Beautiful. What chums, what pals, what companions. Thank you, everybody. This is just crazy.
Good job, chat.
Crazy, you guys.
I'm going to brag about
You're
y'all
awesome.
all over Twitter tomorrow. Just FYI.
See,
Yeah.
the God of Chatter and Whisper really does take care of the people.
They do. You ask for help, and Robert is just, it's a synonym for California. So you ask for help
we
on
forgot
Robert.
a 4.
Oh.
Is it Robert, California?
Robert, California. My name is Bob Kazamakis. You don't know my real name. That's the ending of the last season that he was in, where he says, "I'm the fucking lizard man." That Robert, California. Oh man, love it.
Wow.
Right, we got some dice to give away from the Endless Dice Kickstarter, the metal dice from Kakapopo TCG. So if you haven't done it yet, do your exclamation point LUDs to make sure you enter the giveaway. We've got just a minute left. So how many are we close to the amount of people in the chat having entered?
No, you guys don't want free stuff today.
Well, okay, saves me on shipping.
I'll
no.
enter.
Dad had to work for it today. They went
That's
through a
true.
roller coaster.
That's true. Get your exclamation point LUDs in, maybe another 30 seconds or so. Sorry for the roller coaster tonight, but I got to say the first half of this night was stressful in such a fun way. As we left to go to the bathroom break, Drew just goes, Guys, oh my god.
Yep.
It did not go the way we thought.
Mm-mm.
Yep. And Chad doesn't know this, but Zinnia was at 8 points too. So if
It was almost a TPK.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea to split the parties. Zinnia, head on inside. Just let the rat folk, the weaklings, handle him. It's all good.
I was, you know what? It worked out. It worked
It
out.
was a good
and-
idea. I didn't lie.
Yeah, because team came out and full of justice. Fuck you!
Yeah.
Fakayo!
Zinnia saved so many lives tonight.
My dudes, we're gonna close the entries. So if you haven't got them up, I mean, too bad because it's closing.
5, 4,
4,
3,
3,
2, 1. Boom. Close it up.
entries closed. All right,
no
and
longer
now
the
we
raffle.
You- no.
No, good for you.
No.
Ah,
That's what we
that's.
call our eggs down under, guys.
I was gonna say, is that team's ancient dead language?
Congratulations.
Congrats!
Bree, how are you reaching out to them so that way they know to be looking out for that?
They will get a notification to email me at Bree at levelupdice.net.
Beautiful.
But if I don't hear from you, I will send you I'll send you a Twitch.
Awesome. Sounds good. Want to make sure we get those addresses so that I can send you the stuff so you can win these awesome dice that
Hell
are
yeah.
not showing up that I clicked to show up.
Y'all,
There we
we
go.
actually ended on a good note. Look at us go.
Look at us.
Yay!
Like, no stress.
End on a good
No.
note. Start on a bad one next week. That's what we'll do.
Mind flayers.
No, the bad note is the rat rap, right?
That's sort of the bad note. It,
Yeah,
Herbie
it's gonna be
Kane's
a
just like,
Oh, you come back here.
Diablo.
I cast Media Swarm.
right.
a rat re-rap.
Rat Bree rap.
Yeah, it's over. You can't give me a GFY.
Ah, dang. Should have tried. Right. Thank you, everybody. It was a fantastic night. We'll check you next week. Same time, same place, 7 to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some more giveaways and some more Dungeons and Dragons goodness. Bye.
And same character.
And the same characters, maybe.
Maybe.
Have a good night, everybody.